the guy that played Chewbacca.
Dude, you know, I
So
saw
that's
him
what we got to talk about in the beginning, bro. At some point.
Except that it's going to be 6 weeks late.
6 weeks? I figured it'd be like 2 weeks.
No, we've got a backlog, man.
We're
Well, that's still sad either way.
Oh yeah.
All right. Watch it. Watch when he hits record. It's going to go like
Immediately. Yeah.
All right. Everybody hover over record. Heath, you start it and tell us, just say record when it starts going.
Okay. Record.
All right. We're going to do a clap here. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to ask Heath a question. Heath, how are you?
I am good, Adam.
Heath, that's great. Tell me one more time. How are you?
I am quite well.
Okay. Now we're going to go to silence. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing this evening?
Hello.
Hey there.
Hello.
Chorus
Hello.
of Mrs. Doubtfires.
Hello.
You know what, Adam? How are you?
Thank you for asking.
Nobody ever asked the GM.
I know. Nobody. I'm okay, Emily.
I think that's worth a +2, but whatever. You know, you do you.
I'll take the +2. Appreciate it.
He'll take the +2 because he's doing great.
Okay, all right. That was on me. My bad.
Appreciate it.
I'm good. Working on some music, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk to y'all about.
Nerd.
Well, what kind of music do you think your characters are into? Let's start. We're gonna do this one time, so we don't all talk at once. We'll start. I'm just gonna go down the line. Emily, what do you think Ziva's into? What type of music? I mean, we don't have to make up band names here. I realize that we don't know the catalog of Starfinder band names yet, though we are going to come up with that. But what kind of stuff is Ziva? What kind of music does she get into?
I think that Ziva is probably really into like operatic rock, like
Queen?
a la Nightwish, kind of like.
Okay.
I think
so does that sound like obscure band that?
No.
Wow. So obscure. Ooh, I thought you were cultured and whatnot. They're amazing.
He's too cultured for Nightwish.
Yeah,
what is Nightwish?
Nightwish is this amazing Finnish band, and if you've never
heard
them,
it is. Come on,
it's not
Finnish.
Obscure. They play in the United States.
When's the last time they were like 10 years ago?
When's the last time they played in the United States?
Like 3 years ago, I think.
Okay.
They
how often?
They sell out like huge arenas in Europe. So okay,
you would recognize it if you'd heard it, Adam. I promise you. You'd be like, "Oh yeah, that song."
I don't believe you.
I don't know that I would.
You know what?
I'm going to look into it. I'm not here to disparage Nightwish, but I don't think they're quite as popular as you might think they are. They're Finnish, for Christ's sakes.
Dude, they used
to our Finnish listeners.
Wow.
That's how we lost our.
Anyway, at one point, they were top 40 in the U.S., right? They were like playing pop radio and stuff, weren't they? I'm pretty sure, or maybe like
you're telling me that a Finnish operatic rock band was on the top 40 of the U.S. pop charts.
I'm gonna look it up, but
I do not think so. If they were, I would imagine it would be Wishmaster. And that was.
Are they like one of those Christmas metal bands?
Like Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
Somebody else go before I have an aneurysm.
It's just a younger thing, Adam's just.
Yeah, Adam's like
now.
Basically
I am 78
83
years old. So, Heath, what would Mike? I think we've talked about this, you and me, but with our listeners, what's Mike into?
I mean, I think of it as like Vesk metal, like he's not into like super hardcore chuggy stuff. It's kind of I think like a grunge revival, but he's also into some like what would now be considered like old people hardcore hip hop. Like,
do you have any
Public Enemy and shit?
Do you have any non-obscure Scandinavian band references that we can?
Motherfucker.
No, I don't have a single one, unfortunately.
So is he like into Rammstein?
No, I'm thinking like the real world correlate was like Audio Slave.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like that kind of grunge, post grunge type stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I can
But
dig
also,
it.
but also some hip hop with some like mean 808s, you know.
Yes. Okay, I like it. So it's something that, as long as it has kind of like a driving, somewhat aggressive beat, but maybe not like overly aggressive.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
I think that's pretty accurate.
What about you, John? What's Zeno into?
He's into Radiohead. You
Of
know,
course.
That's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
good one, though.
Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
Is he
Okay,
a
computer.
paranoid
You
android?
know.
His favorite song is Paranoid Android. I mean.
Right.
So Emily, that's an obscure band from the British UK. They
First
played
off,
America a couple times.
You know what? All right. Okay. All right. I'm literally working on a link right now to send you so you motherfuckers can get schooled. You're welcome. In advance.
I've compiled a list of burn
So, but
words.
so Zeno's into like what, the kind of electro indie.
Yeah.
thing,
Every
you
now
know?
and then a wild hair, like classical. You know, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Or
maybe like
Prodigy.
Beethoven. Yeah, mathematics behind. You know.
Some like Bella Bartok or something like that. Some John Cage, some straight like math rock.
For sure.
Okay. What about? Oh, I can't wait for this one, Josh.
Fell is all about some LCD star system.
Oh my gosh.
Oh god.
That's
okay.
cool
Yeah.
though.
I mean,
like
that's
that.
All right.
I mean, I love LCD sound systems.
So do I.
Yeah.
But for Fell, it's LCD star system.
What's that?
You don't, Emily.
I'm not going to touch this one. You guys go.
Liz is my edge.
I'm not even.
We can trade linksies. How about that?
Yes, we
Okay.
will do that. But no, that, and I kind of hate that you mentioned Rammstein earlier, because that, depending on what he's doing, just like kind of hanging out,
Well,
chilling, having a drink.
That's quite a breadth of.
It
dynamic
is,
there.
but if
You know,
he's
you go from,
like
dance punk pop to like
to
crunch
German
metal, German
yeah.
crunch metal, you know.
German like industrial metal, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, you got to think he's a mechanic who goes out to clubs and stuff at night, and then is working on stuff and has that like more upbeat or
Yeah, it needs something
more
a little
aggressive
louder,
kind of
Yeah,
louder
you need-
stuff.
right, to
while
push
he's
through
working.
the right.
So
All right, and Zach, what's Oren into?
Nothing.
I hate all music.
No. You know that the Hank the 30th's anthology, it's titled "The Roadhouse at
Jr.
the Edge of the
30th.
Galaxy." All right, and it's definitely in the Epoch Tracers dash right now.
Nice.
Yeah, Hank the 30th,
Hank Jr. the 30th.
Junior.
But that's like the
Junior.
only thing. It's like the only thing he listens
It's just
to.
like one album, and he just listens to it over and over.
It's so
again.
good though.
It's like that and the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly soundtrack.
Yeah, I mean, so some anything in that neighborhood, I think
get it.
will work.
Okay, cool. Well, I think that's a pretty nice range of tunage in this crew. Sounds like to me there's going to be some fights over the radio on the Epic Tracer at
I
some
was
point.
just
Yeah, you
thinking
think
that.
there's gonna be, but there's not.
That is not
Hank the 30th in my ship, bitches.
I mean, the
Blue.
captain kind of gets to trump you a little bit
yeah,
with
Fell's got
a good enough role, I guess. you
Fell
know.
has his own music player integrated into his exocortex,
course
so he
he
doesn't
does.
care
Of course
what
you do.
everybody else plays.
Of course you do.
You got
You
that.
guys know what Weldy's into, right?
Yeah.
I don't.
Fucking-
I don't.
Fish?
I mean, amongst others, sure, yeah. All right, so
Melody.
I don't think he's even advanced to Fish yet. Like he's just Grateful Dead,
yeah, he hasn't quite like got to his college years, you know, to where
or maybe
Fish
even
takes
fucking
point.
like hasn't
True.
gotten to the Grateful Dead yet, and he's still in the Widespread Panic thing. Ugh. Which I did. I'm being a hypocrite.
I mean, I think anybody who went through the jam band route had that. You know,
He's into
I
Twiddle.
did that too. You know, Widespread to Dead to Fish. But
Oh, if he's into Twiddle, then fuck Weldy's party.
seriously, like if he's into Twitter, I'm not even gonna prep
Well,
that party.
now nobody's gonna listen to the podcast. Twiddle
Yeah,
fans,
we lost all the
Twiddle fans
Twiddle fans.
exclusively are comprise our fan base.
You control Weldy. You can make him not listen to garbage music.
Hey, no, listen,
Well,
I
these
don't
is
control
old
it. These
person.
are just people in the universe, man. I just channel them, man. I don't.
Are you channeling Weldy right now? Just people in the universe, man.
Well, you know who faced the music last week was Ola Raja.
That old bitch.
Yup.
Old skinny leg bitch.
Y'all defeated him. It was a harrowing combat, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, not because he was particularly
yeah.
a jerk or anything, but because of that freaking
trap.
Trap. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Wrecked
That
us.
was brutal. Brought you weak, brought you down. And then he had the desk of immense cover.
Right.
Fuck that desk and fuck his magic missiles.
From my experience in Starfinder, like fuck all desks.
Desk are your bane for sure.
Desk and bad.
So, and maybe you can tell that story to the group here in a bit in some downtime. So, a couple things happened when Olaraja died. First of all, you guys all leveled up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I think let's talk about that before we get into kind of searching the office, right? Who wants to go first? And I just want you to tell me your kind of main thing that you got in level 2. You know,
Well,
we don't need to know what your base attack bonus, all that crap. Just what's your feature you got?
Well, mine's pretty easy.
All right.
I took bodyguard, which
Hey, what are you? What is your class?
Vesk.
No.
That's your right.
I'm a
I like
soldier. I'm a mercenary soldier.
Okay, and you took a combat feat. Which combat feat did you say?
I took bodyguard because I literally own a protection agency.
Sweet. What does that do?
So if somebody's next to me and gets attacked, I can add a +2 to all their ACs
Dude, that's awesome.
as
At
a
a-
reaction.
But you take a -2, right?
I take -2 to my AC. Yeah.
Right. So you kind of get in the way a little bit.
Yes.
That's pretty sweet. Very on brand for Mike. A good choice. I'm going to give you an inspiration.
Oh hell yeah.
Josh, what'd you take? What class are you?
So I am a cyberborn mechanic,
Okay.
and I ended up taking what's called overcharge, and it basically makes it to where I can power up whatever weapon, whatever ranged energy weapon or a powered melee weapon to do extra damage when it hits, but it uses 3 times as much ammunition to do that.
Oh wow! But it's like a huge hit.
Yeah, I mean, it basically it adds an extra 1d6 if it hits,
Okay.
and I can do it as many times as I want. Then
Is that standard action to do that.
it is actually it is a standard action, and it lasts for 1 attack, and the attack is actually like built into it. So basically, I do overcharge and swing or shoot at the same time, and does the extra
okay.
damage.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's
so it's
cool.
not like I build it up and then have to use it next turn.
You can take an inspiration too, man.
Oh boy.
Zach, what'd you take? You are a
Star Shaman Mystic.
Star Shaman Mystic.
Right. One of like 20 something mystic.
I think that's actually
Specs.
one of our bigger reveals here. I think maybe we figured out you're a mystic, but certainly we didn't know what was going on with you, what your connection was.
Right.
And
Yeah.
you know, some of the classes have more specific subclasses than others. And Mystic certainly is one where there's, as you said, what is there, like 12 or something like
There's
that?
a lot. I
Yeah.
don't know how many, but they keep on adding more.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
the
but
sky's
you're
the
Star
limit.
Shaman.
I'm a Star Shaman. Yes.
Okay. What'd you take? What'd you get?
It's not really that I guess like you could say I took another spell. I got a new cantrip and I got a new spell.
Okay.
Took Detect Affliction as a cantrip, which is just lets you identify if your party members are afflicted with any kind of illnesses
Okay.
and what that illness is. And then for a spell, I took Seeking Shot, which seems really interesting. Basically,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
do you want me to tell you what it does?
I was gonna say like I know what it does, and I think that one will be more fun
Okay.
to
All right.
reveal when it
Fair enough.
happens.
I also
I like
got
keeping mystery around your character.
yeah,
for
something that
whatever
all
reason.
mystics get at level 2 is mind link, which is really cool. You can basically form a telepathic bond with someone. It's touch range though. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You gotta put your hands on
You have to put these hands on you.
them.
Okay, good. You can also take an inspiration.
All right.
Ziva, you are a Solarian, right?
That's what I thought it was.
Oh, you're not talking to me now because I hated on your band. That's you,
I'm
Ziva.
thinking about it. I'm thinking about the response that you are even worthy of. Anyways,
I was like, damn, she's like really not gonna talk the rest of the podcast.
no, I'm a grown up and a professional. So Ziva took a new shock. Ziva is an envoy, an icon. So
I was wondering. There's such
Yeah.
a mystery.
as such, she took a new envoy improvisation, which is called Dispiriting Taunt. Essentially, I can
It's a shit talk.
It's a shit talk.
Further shit
That's
talking.
great.
100% shit talking. But the cool thing about this particular shit talking is if I fail, the enemy is off target. But if I succeed, the enemy is shaken until the end of my next turn.
Well, that's big. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's
good.
nice.
You can take an inspiration too, Emily.
Thanks. You don't get one.
And there's Xeno 5.
Yeah, so Xeno 5 is an android technomancer. And level 2, got an extra spell, got an extra cantrip, did a little bit of spell swapping, and the class feature magic hack.
Ooh, what'd you take for your magic hack?
So for my magic hack, and I guess I'll reveal that one, is going to be that once per day as a move action, I can use a battery or a weapon's power cell to power your spell casting, enabling me to cast one spell that I know without using a spell slot.
That is sick.
Ooh, that's
So
cool.
good.
That's so good.
So you can
Because
basically
spell slots are
buy
so
charges for
limited.
your
Look,
spells.
you know what's really
Yeah.
cool about that is I just picked up like 8 batteries
Yeah,
like-
but
in game.
God
yeah,
dang.
yeah.
I really
But,
like that
Money.
thematically it works because Android. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a good pick.
Yeah.
You get an inspiration too.
Well, thank you.
Hey, so before we move on, I made a boo-boo. I said mercenary soldier. That's his background. I'm actually an armor storm, just for clarification.
Armor.
I did the same thing.
that makes
Cyberborn is
And
my
what
theme,
is Armor
but-
Storm?
Armor storms basically like the big deal offensively is they have the power gauntlet.
That's
You
the
know,
thing
they-
that's been working.
Yeah, exactly. But also they're very armor dependent, and their armor can actually exceed like modification capacities of other armors of its level by being an armor storm, like later on.
Nice.
Okay.
That's
I
pretty
can
cool.
dig it.
But
I can dig it.
you use your armor as a weapon is kind of the philosophy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
And what did you say, Josh?
I said that the Cyberborn was my theme or like my background.
Mm-hmm.
Mechanic is just a mechanic, but you get to choose between having a drone or an exocortex. Drone being like an external machine, help you fight, do stuff, whatever. Exocortex is an implant or like an augmentation that doesn't count as an augmentation per the rules. It's just a like computer built into you, or could be a handheld item, but I've got it built into like the base of my like spinal cord.
Do
Nice.
you? That that's super cool.
What's funny is the first character I ever made for Starfinder that I scrapped was a mechanic, a little Yosoki mechanic, and he was gonna have a drone, and it was gonna be a fucking monster truck.
And that would have been so cool.
We had a lot of fun making that character, but it just didn't make the muster.
You couldn't take him seriously, like at
Yeah.
all.
Well, you said he was a Yusoki, right?
Well, he was a Yosoki. He was an android who was fashioned to look like a Yosoki.
Oh, right.
I had a lot going on.
Oh man.
Yeah,
That's a
man.
deep rabbit hole there.
Yeah,
That-
really.
Yeah. Got layers.
Okay, well, I think it's time to get back into the story here. What do y'all think?
Let's get it.
Let's
Yeah,
get
yeah.
at it.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
get
that's what we're here
it.
for.
Okay, so let's talk about what's Olaraja had on him. He has a tactical dueling sword, which is a D6 slashing damage weapon. He also has a static arc pistol. You know, kind of your basic weapons, but if you guys want to pick those up, you can. That's all he has on him. But on his desk, you see that he has his computer still pulled open with him logged in.
Fell is all over that.
Okay.
Clickety clack.
There's also 2 batteries with actual full charges because he never fired his weapon.
I'll like grab those and then toss them to Zeno and be like, "Hey, I've already got 8, right?"
You have 8 batteries?
Yeah.
Well, you guys found quite a few in the storage room in here, plus you got some from...
Right, but Zeno didn't know about that. That was off in a little armory.
Yeah, I found you a lifetime supply.
Well, I'd also like to distribute some amongst the crew. Seems prudent.
Who
Does
needs them?
anyone use laser or rifles or pistols?
I do, but this entire time I hadn't had to reload once. But now I can overcharge stuff. I might need one. If you don't
Well,
mind.
we can handle
I got 3 extra.
We can handle
Always
the,
good to have.
the distribution, like, off air.
Right,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
It makes
you
sense.
don't necessarily need to go through
This is
all
excellent
that.
radio you got.
Railroading.
They valiantly charged into that RP though.
I appreciate you trying to RP handing out batteries, but I think we're going to move on.
What's on them? What's on that computer?
Okay, so,
Yes.
so there's quite a lot. There's quite a lot of information here. John, if you would like to take
Yes,
notes, you can. But
Okay.
please mute so we
I
don't
am.
hear your clackety clacks. I don't want to hear the inner gears of Zeno going, as he's like filing all this information.
You're ruining my immersion. You are ruining my immersion.
Oh, you and I are at odds tonight, Emily.
I'm so disappointed.
Don't be disappointed. Just have better taste.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Now, I say that I haven't even heard the music. I'm sure it's good.
It's a wherever they're from. It's Evanescence from there. Basically.
Oh, you can shut right the fuck on up. I'm just going to quit.
Oh man.
Moving on.
Yeah. Okay. So on the computer,
Can't wake up.
like the background is like Evanescence, like album art.
I quit. Rage quit.
Amy Lee just in a flowing dress.
Yeah. Emily is walking away from her mic. She is jumping out the window.
At least, yeah, I was about to say, at least she's not like falling off a building.
No, she is.
I'm
She is.
straight up about to top off my drink because this is just getting this bullshit.
This is hilarious.
Can I start typing?
Yeah. You should type about. No. Okay. Here we go. Here's what's on the computer. Okay. So there's a lot. So bear with me as we go through this. So the identity that's currently logged into the computer is the Master of Arms, Olaraja, who is a member of the Imperial Fleet. And you're getting this just as you're reading through various communication, emails, and reports and all this kind of stuff. So this isn't all like just bullet pointed on one Word document on there. It's over the course of 10 minutes, you're kind of perusing through, just filing it, getting all this information. So he is a member of the Imperial Fleet, and he is currently working on a temporary basis for Lieutenant Sharu, who is a member of the Aeon Guard. So you guys can roll a culture check if you would like.
Yep. Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Listen, one thing you learn playing RPGs is if the module wants you to roll a culture check. Roll a culture check. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
Get as
do you
much
want to roll a
information
culture
as you
check?
can.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
No,
going
you
to.
know what? I just don't need to know the story really.
Holy
Like, just
shit.
let me. That's a
Either
32
Yeah,
that
Noriko
Ziva has.
Ziva Rajni with 32
And
on her roll.
also, technically, I could add addition, but I'm not because
I mean,
of
go ahead.
my.
Because the nat 20 is not enough. I mean,
I mean, it's
I
fine.
mean, DC's 37. I don't know.
Mhm.
No, okay. So the DC was 16, so you doubled it with your roll. So a few of you pieced together that the Imperial Fleet and the Aeon Guard are two separate branches of the Aslanti Star Empire military, and that the Aeon Guard is like the
the
elite.
SS, the
Yeah,
Waffen SS.
yeah, they are definitely the elite forces. So you have not fought any of the Aeon Guard. You have only fought some
Imperial
cadets.
scum.
Imperial scum. You also learn that the Aslanti have come to this planet because a crashed probe relayed the location of an ancient Aeon stone technology. And the Aslanti named, and this is important, Zolon Ulivestra
Hmm.
ordered Olaraja's vessel, the Berazad, to investigate the source of this probe or what the probe found. The reports often refer to Zolon Ulivestra as a Sardat. And I'm going to roll over those culture checks. A Sardat is a sort of noble title for Aslanti. So this was like a noble. Zolon was. The Berazad is an Imperial fleet vessel that happened to be transporting Lieutenant Saru and the Aeon Guard cadets under her watch. The Berazad is currently off mapping the rest of the Nakanda system and will return for resupply shortly. The Aslanti were surprised to find a small Pact Worlds colony already on Nakandis, and Lieutenant Sharu commandeered the expedition, and she and her cadets successfully subdued the colony and established a presence in Madeline's Landing. Sarda Zolan Ulivestra believes that the strange readings are from a lost starship called the Royal Venture. The personal vessel of a pre-Gap Aslanti noble, the Royal Venture carried an experimental technomagical device called a rune drive that would allow interstellar flight without the use of the drift. Scans conducted after victory over Madeline's Landing revealed that these theories were correct. Investigation uncovered that an android colonist had already entered the Royal Venture crash site and stolen the rune drive. The android and the rune drive were both picked up by a fast courier vessel called the Silver Needle and were returned to the Aslanti Star Empire only a short time ago.
Fuck.
Poop.
Lieutenant Sharu arranged for this transfer, but the destination isn't listed on this computer. The android shared some information about the rune drive with the other colonists, the now prisoners in the garrison, but questioning has revealed that none of them entered the Royal Venture except for Madeline, but they were captured right at that time. So they were captured almost immediately after that transmission you saw between Madeline and Sedona. But none of them have anything more than passing knowledge about the rune drive. Basically, they just know that it was there. You know, they don't know how to operate it, what it means, or anything like that. Lieutenant Sharu wants these colonists killed. The Master at Arms Olaraja has been putting this off to arrange for public executions in order to keep the rest of the settlement in line. In the meantime, Olaraja has been keeping these colonists in the brig, which are in the room right next to you. Lieutenant Sharu took a group of senior cadets in training for the Aeon Guard with her to the Royal Venture's crash site to see whether she can recover any additional information. Olaraja wasn't sure when to expect Lieutenant Saru to return. And then you also see a option to turn the electricity off on the jail cell.
Well, that's a no-brainer, right?
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Flip the
It's
switch.
a trap.
Yeah.
Wait.
Everybody roll a reflex.
No.
Go out to
Um,
the cell and everyone's dead.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's the info. That's a lot
That's
of
the info
information.
dump.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I mean,
That
does
is,
Bell-
I mean,
Yeah.
can we get a
does
copy
Bell
of
just
that?
like tell us all of this information?
Yeah, of
or-
course. Yeah, I imagine
As
that.
as he's like clickety clacking away,
Yeah,
it's like, oh my god, it was, you know,
Yeah, I'm
laudable.
gonna have to like go over that after the episode a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of info. It's a lot of info.
Some juicy,
I'll go ahead and
juicy
say the
info.
things that Oren's interested in from top to bottom are Rune Drive, pre-gap, Rune Drive, like a non-drift way of FTL travel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oren wants
Yeah.
to investigate this ship post haste.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
The
Absolutely.
Rune Drive and Sedona, I'm assuming
And
that's
then
the
Sedona
android,
being
they were
taken
taken.
back to the Aslanti Star Empire, which is
Yeah.
Yeah.
who knows?
Could
where.
be anywhere.
At least a minute away. At least.
A hot
so
minute.
I mean, upon hearing about Sedona and all that, like, I mean, that's gonna be. I'm not trying to RP it right now, but that's what Mike's concern is gonna be is Sedona.
well, no, RP it. I mean, you guys are in this room, kind of getting, these revelations hitting. Oren just,
is contemplative, is
Yeah.
internally thinking about all this, is not going to be
right. And that makes sense.
necessarily.
Yeah. Ziva
So-
is on board with Mike. So
Well, I mean, Mike pipes up. So if Sedona's been taken, we've got to get Sedona back. She
indeed.
hired us for this job. I mean, just in, the air of professionalism, we need to do that. But she also means something to some of us, at least, right?
Well, I mean, yeah.
We don't know where Sedona's at, though. That's the problem.
Well,
I'm just addressing the issue of priorities, not, planning.
I
Well-
think we need to investigate the venture.
Yeah, I
that,
mean, I'm with
that
that.
sounds like the best
Starship?
thing we could do right now.
And there might be some Aslanti bastards there. Seems like there will. And
Yeah,
if
that
I
map
can-
earlier had a big blob of green where it is, so I'm sure there's some of them there.
well,
Yeah,
if-
but
if
good
it-
luck getting any answers.
Well, if it leads me to killing more Aslanti, I'm down.
well, before we start charging off into the jungle, perhaps we can speak a little bit more and release these prisoners. And we've already turned the switch, yes? Like we've
Yeah.
Yeah.
released.
They've all already fled. They're gone.
You feel like your hairs that were kind of like standing up with the charged electricity just kind of go back down flat.
Cool. Well, anything else in here of note, gentlemen? Otherwise,
I mean, I'm gonna grab that
perception.
sword and gun for somebody.
Okay. And the two
Yeah.
batteries.
Zeno got the 2 batteries, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'd also like to get download all the files off of it.
All right. Yeah. So you just like.
Yeah. Through my little computer.
Good sound effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
good.
actually.
solid Foley
So,
work.
so like legit, if Mike picks up a sword and a pistol, he's now got 2 pistols and a sword and his power gauntlet and a cannon and a rifle and a survival knife and
And he
8
can carry that
batteries.
much?
Can you?
Yeah,
Like, what's
yes.
your bulk situation like?
Yeah,
I want-
it's pretty significant.
It's
No,
dubious
I've been,
at
I've been,
best.
I've been keeping up with my bulk, and I'm right under my limit.
we'll see when we add all that stuff to the inventory. But in any case, yeah, you're loaded out for sure. It's like one of those montages where like somebody's getting ready and they're like clipping their belt and they're pulling up their boots and putting the gun in the boot and
Yeah.
they're like swinging the bandolier.
Yeah, I mean, I've got like multiple weapons.
Little
poking out of
eyeshadow
my-
right underneath the eye.
Yeah. Gonna need my God.
Yeah, it's like a football movie now.
Yeah.
Yes.
But no, I mean, he's got like fucking batteries like popping out of his like collar and stuff like that, where he just had to jam them.
It's just like holding one battery in his teeth, like
Yeah, hey, that's
acidic. That's
Don't bite too
acidic
hard,
taste.
Mike.
Nobody told him not to put tongue on battery.
All right, so you go out and the prisoners are all kind of just like look at you with immense gratitude and relief. And Madeline himself kind of steps up to the door and gently touches it, sees that he doesn't get electrocuted, and opens it. And he extends his hand to. I mean, who's going to lead this?
I mean, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna try and get up in there.
Yeah. So, hey, my name is Madeline. What's your name?
Oh, I
Hold up.
time
Keith?
for a long introduction. A long introduction from Steve.
Yeah. My name is Madeline. Who are you? Who can I thank for saving us?
Yes, of course. I am Nariko Zivarashni. I am Madam of the Pools of Paradise on Absalom Station. I'm also the captain of the Epoch Tracer and your best friend. But please, call me Ziva. And she just kind of smiles charmingly and sort of looks over the rest of the prisoners, or now released prisoners. Says, come, please, let's be away from this place.
He like looks over his shoulder, nods to them, and they all start filing out. He says, as you can imagine, I'm a bit weary. I am going to go to my home, clean myself up, get something to eat. I would ask that you come see me in the morning.
Absolutely. Also, just so you know, these Aslanti bastards, they broke into your house and made quite a mess. So it's just so you know, just to be prepared.
I figured as much.
As absolutely was only the Aslanti. Yes.
Well, I can't wait to get back onto my data pad. I had a really good game of solitaire going. I was always going to win.
Oh, yes. Our data pads are so important, aren't they?
Let me show you Mahjong.
I thought you said Mahjong.
Blow your mind.
And I just didn't know what to do with that.
Remember that you guys have his data
Yes,
pad.
no, yes. Mm-hmm.
She knows, I'm sure.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
He says, in the meantime, here, take this to Abretta. And he like pulls out like a little, piece of paper or like a little piece of cloth. He kind of rips it off of his garment. And then you see him just kind of like wave his hand over it, and a little symbol kind of magically appears in the on his fabric. And
Oren gets a boner.
He says, yeah. I mean, you definitely recognize this, Oren, as
As
mythic,
what?
as like a mystic thing. It's basically a token spell effect.
Okay.
He's just kind of putting his particular signature on it.
Mm-hmm.
He
His
says,
magical
mark.
Hunko stamp, basically.
right,
is
and he
what's
says,
going on.
give this to Abretta, and she and Ludvar will make any adjustments to your starship that you see fit. We will take care of that, and you can upgrade your ship.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Madeline. And in fact, you all look like you could use a proper meal. We have brought supplies. That is actually what brought us here. So we'll remove that from the ship and bring them to you.
Yes, there's a boy here that him and his friends, I think, would be quite helpful in helping you unload your ship.
Could you
his name-
possibly mean Weldy?
Yes, you've met him.
Yes, we have had the pleasure. Yes.
That's one way to say it.
Well, he's a good lad. He just he can be a bit
Spicy.
Obnoxious.
Heady.
all of these terms. Words.
I don't see it at all.
But yes, he needs something to do with his life. And I think he would feel he's wanted to be a part of the resistance, but he was too young. So let's give him something to do.
Wonderful. This is perfect for him. Yes. When before, kind of like she sort of ushers them down the hall. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel like we should describe Madeline because we haven't. He's a Lashunta, but he has a big Burt Reynolds mustache
Oh, I thought you were going to say he is a landing, but
Stylish. Is he a short Lashunta or a tall Lashunta? There's like two
So he's
variants,
one
right?
of the short ones,
Right.
You know,
Most
and
males
it's
are the
hard to
short
make
ones.
out his face because he's full of bruises and stuff where the Aslanti have been beating him. But he has like his antennae are very long, you know, very defined.
Is that like a marker of age?
I think he's just tapped into his psychic abilities, his mysticism, and that's developed more than his muscles, so to speak. You know, he's flexed those more often, and he has a very short haircut that are it's almost in cornrows to some degree. Like, you know, I mean, it is what it is. He pulls it off for what it's worth, but it's like very tight braids all the way down, you know, in rows. And
it is like 319 AG. Like cornrows are fine.
And he's got dark brown hair, and as I said, this big bushy mustache. And he does look very weary and beaten up. And he says, "Yes, please come by and see me in the morning, and we will talk more."
Absolutely.
In the meantime, well, I once I get my data pad, I will transfer the credits due to you for delivering these goods to our little colony here.
Actually, curious enough, when we were, destroying and dispatching with all of these Aslanti bastards, I did happen to come upon a data pad. Does this look familiar? And I pull out his data pad.
Like, I'm so tempted to make you roll a bluff check. But
do it. Why not?
Do it. Why not?
All right, let's do it.
Let
Let's
roll.
I was
I
like,
think
man,
she's
tell the
probably
story.
got it. She's probably
Don't
got it.
tell him how to run his game. If he didn't want to do
That's
it, he
good.
could
That's
not
good.
do it.
20.
20 is
20?
good.
20?
Doesn't matter.
That's a
20.
that's a bad roll for you, right?
It is. It's not great.
Good. There's like a 9 on the die.
It is
you know?
9 on the die.
Just to keep that, and folks, it was a 9 on the die, and she ended up with a 20. So
yeah.
She's a good liar.
She can lie her ass off.
yeah.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, my data pad," and he like pulls it open and he like looks. He's like, "Oh, my game, it's still here." He says, "No, here is 4,000 credits," and he like sends it to your little cred stick.
Oh my goodness, this is so generous. Thank you.
Yes, and he says, "Well,
He just kind of winks over his shoulder at the guys.
thank you for retrieving my data pad from these horrible soldiers. I came here looking for peace. You know, we came. All of us were here to get away from our lives of adventure and danger. And,
Well, you won't find no peace around the Aslanti, mate.
you're telling me. Several of you look pretty beat up yourself. In the morning, I will be able to take care of your wounds."
Right.
Thank you, Madeleine.
Well,
That's
Thank you for that. Before we go,
Much
it
appreciation.
was a pleasure rescuing you. I'm Titanium Mike.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mike. He has like no recognition.
Yeah. He always like pauses to see if they were. It's fine. It's like, all right, well,
Yeah,
man.
Madeline is not a sports guy for sure.
yeah.
Just
Then-
need to make sure.
His
Yeah.
antenna are not programmed for the boxing
yeah.
network.
I mean,
so-
he still was nice and introduced himself.
Yeah. And he just nods at the rest of you, you know,
Yeah, I mean, Oren's just gonna nod back. He's
and then you guys all make your way out of this garrison.
As we are leaving, though, I'm gonna ask Zeno or Phil. Do you think perhaps you can take a go at erasing some of that information that they have on us?
Yeah, I was actually going to do that anyway. So,
Oh, that's beautiful. I'd
Phil's
like to
fine.
aid
yeah,
on that.
Yeah, I'll get right on it. And goes back to that staging area on the west side of the
All on 'em.
garrison and pulls up the information, dumps it all to his own, personal like little computer memory module, whatever, in his exocortex, and then goes through and deletes everything he can find. Like,
Yeah, just
tries
wipes it.
wipes the entire system.
Yeah, it comes up, you know, are you sure? This will permanently delete all files.
reformatting that hard drive.
Yep.
And
Put Windows 7 back on that bitch.
Yeah, it just goes and it just like goes to a straight like blank console
Nice.
UI, you know. So you're back on the Madeline's Landing map. Is there anything
Back on
anywhere you want to go?
Madeline's lap.
Yes. Well,
Uh,
on the way, I'd like for us to stop by Weldy's and be like, go get the stuff off the ship. Here are the keys. Don't
all right, so
go anywhere.
you knock on the door.
We can discuss that, or we can.
Yeah, like he knocks and he opens. He's like, "Oh, hey, you're back. What's going on? Do we need to kill more Aslanti, or what's happening?"
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come
Suit
on,
up.
man.
Come on, man.
You go to the front lines.
Yep.
I just like as I said, you don't know me, dude. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I got like,
Forecast days.
makes me like
Forecast days on
kick."
Weldy. Or yeah, I'm serious. I'm casting
He's
days.
already dazed. No. and he just goes, "What? Oh man, that's some guys. That shit really hit me."
That's some primo shit.
Yeah, like I just like
He's gonna get addicted to
like he takes.
He's
He's like, "Hey man, I can't smoke anymore. So you guys want any?"
What funny is that we need him to focus.
Well, it's only for a round.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
I still
It's a
like,
flavor days.
but in response to the flavor days, I come around the captain and just grab him by the shoulders and shake the shit out of him. Wake up!
All right. So
Look,
what's going on?
We need you to put you back into some work for the cause, right, mate?
He's like, for real?
Yes.
Dude?
Yes.
He starts like rubbing his face, like, "What, Mom? I'm gonna get to do some work, Mom." And you hear from the back saying, like, "What? What are you talking about, Weldy? Who's here?"
He's gonna come. Look, we need to go talk to your mom, but you're gonna come help me unload the cargo from our ship.
All
is
right.
This not important enough
it's
to you?
for the
To
cause.
feed the colony?
No, man, no, dude, I'll totally do that. Like, I get to go with Titanium Mike. Like, he's just, yes, I will do this, man.
Absolutely. And while you're at it, and he pulls the sword off of his belt and hands it to him, it's like, I need you to put that somewhere safe.
What? And he takes that sword with like total reverence.
Don't cut yourself, Weldy.
No. Thank you. Like, nobody takes me seriously around here. Like, for real, this is. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mr. Mike. I'll help you for sure, man. Like, for sure. And like he goes and puts the sword in his room, and like he like clears off his desk. Like it's like full of like
he throws
roaches.
all the bombs off.
Yeah, like he like
bunch of empty Faygo bottles.
He's like pretty gingerly moves like the future bong off of his desk, but like he like all the roaches and like shake. He's not even worried about it. He just like cleans the space, and he like puts it on there like and just looks at it. He's just kind of overwhelmed a little bit.
All right, well, go wash your face though. We got work to do.
All right, and then Corsica.
That was a real wholesome moment.
That was.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got to maintain the tough love of Weldy.
Corsica, assume Ziva, you want to tell her what's up?
Yeah. So we'll just kind of go back in and check on her. Is she still super busted up? Is there
I mean, you guys could do medicine checks on her now to try to get some actual heals off on her.
So we'll go back and we'll say, we have cleared out the garrison, and as such, I think we can now we can lose the precautions of keeping you in this guise of.
You cleared the garrison? They're done.
Yes, they're all gone, and Madeline is going back to his house. Everyone is being freed, and Weldy is.
Madeline's. What about Sedona?
And Ziva just kind of looks down a little bit, and she says, Sedona was not among the prisoners, but we are working on a plan to retrieve her. So.
And you see her kind of just like
kind of falter a little bit.
Fall a little bit. She's also very thrilled that Madeline has been rescued and everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So
And we kind of tell her like we're also recruiting Weldy to help us to unload the ship.
that's good. That'll build character for him. So if you guys want to try to heal her with just med checks, each of you can do it once. You have to have a rank in medicine to do
Now
it.
this looks like a good job for me.
25 is the DC you got to hit.
Can we aid?
I want to aid.
Yeah.
Yes, you can aid, but then you can't roll your own medicine check.
I'll roll to aid.
What'd you say the DC was?
25. Yeah, it's not going to be enough, I don't think.
Nope.
I mean, even all of you did it with aid, but it's not enough to get up there.
I mean, I will just use Mystic Cure on her.
Okay, yeah, no doubt.
There you go.
I mean, is it Mystic Cure? Healing Touch, excuse me. Healing Touch. Yeah, so I mean,
you heal her up for 10.
10.
And so you try to just kind of put some band-aids on her, like, but then you're just kind of consumed with your connection to the stars, and you're like, whatever, and you put your hands on it, and you guys see like solar energy just start pulsating off of Oren, and it just channels through his arms, and he just and you see like all her leg snaps into place and is like not broken anymore. You see her ribs re-knit themselves into place. You see her bruise swell go down as he's just like putting all his energy into her, and you just see like relief come over her face as you heal Corsica pretty much completely with 10. Like that's a pretty big heal. She's a level 1 soldier, so
it's awesome.
That really
Nice
takes
job.
it out of you.
Mm-hmm. You did a very, very good job, Oran. Corsica, you feel much better? Yes?
I do. And she like gets up out of bed and she like stands and like stretches. She's like, oh, wow. Yes. Thank you. I haven't felt as good in quite some time.
Yeah. Glad to hear it.
Can I assist you in unloading the goods as well? And Weldy hears this. He's like, "No, Mom. Like, I want to do this. Like, come on." Like, she's like, "Fine. I tell you what. I'll set up a receiving area in our storage unit, and I'll start cataloging it. How's that sound?"
Wonderful.
Okay.
So we're not going to really just give this kid the keys to the
No.
tracer, are we?
Mike's going with him.
He's going with me, right?
Mike's gonna go with him.
You're gonna give me the keys, though.
I trust you.
Well, yeah, I mean, Oren like hesitantly gives Mike the key. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be careful.
I clap him on the shoulder.
I think having heard Metal mention earlier about potentially upgrading the ship, Fell's going to go with them and start poking around and seeing like, oh man, we need to change this. We should put that there. This needs to go over here. We can get this thing going on there. Like,
that'll probably make Oren feel better too. That Fell's going on the ship trip because like you.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's not about to move cargo, but he's gonna basically walking around with a notepad.
He would much more readily hand the key to Fell than he would to anybody else.
Yeah, like
Really?
he's
In
like
fact-
about to hand it to
no,
Mike,
no,
and then
really,
Fell's
Mike.
going to go, and he's like, no, and he like moves it over and gives it.
Well, okay. Aron loses 15 rep with titanium.
You're gonna have to get him a gift or something.
Xena is going to go with them since he needs to retrieve something from there.
He says no and hands the key to Zeno.
I just come over there and take it before you even.
Well,
grab it.
it's
Double
just
down
that
on being
you
a
know.
dickhole.
So
Well,
wait, the whole
hold on.
party.
It's just that Fell and Oren know each other, and they were specifically tasked with like
Yeah.
maintaining the
It's-
ship.
It's
You know,
for all
like-
intents
No,
and
no, I
purposes,
get
this
it.
is our
Also,
ship. You know
let's
what I
make
mean?
no
It's a
mistake.
donut ship, but
yeah.
Make no mistake about what this is. It's a slight.
Okay.
okay, dude.
Oh
Um,
my God.
So yeah, I don't think everybody's going to this ship, right?
No, no.
Oren's not going, Ziva's not going, but it does
That's
look
it.
like the rest of the crew is going to go for various reasons to the ship.
before everybody splits off, Ziva kind of pulls Weldy aside and kind of describes her various luggage chests or containers. And she says, "You are not to touch these. Do you understand? Mike is the only one who is allowed to handle these. These are very important and very, very valuable. Do you understand, Weldy? I don't want to have any kind of issue."
Yeah, no, I get it. Like everybody's got their like personal space, man. I'm not trying to get in your stash.
Good
It's all
on you.
good. Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you. And then kind of look at Mike and be like, "Will you please like get my stuff, please?"
Yeah, I'd nod at you, and you gain 15 reputation with titanium.
Use.
It's just in the top right corner of your HUD.
Yep. Just
you know?
doo-doo.
Okay, so everybody's gonna go. What? So if they're going to the ship, what is Aron and Ziva gonna do for the rest of the day? Because this is gonna take the rest of the day. You guys are all gonna meet back up to get your sleep at Abretta's, I guess, you know. But what are you guys doing for the rest of the day?
Oh, I mean, I was gonna go to Abretta's and go
Mhm.
ahead and
Yeah.
get with Ludvar and them and sort of start.
So maybe you guys are kind of just making a circuit around the colony, letting them
Yeah.
know that you've
Everything's
cleared the
cool.
garrison. Yeah.
3 p.m. and all is well.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah,
you
that
guys
works.
do that. The rest of you go to the ship. You get the gear. You get your stuff. Zeno picks up whatever he's picking up.
I'm just
Yeah,
directing
my
Weldy to
actual
pick up.
computer.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
I'm just directing Weldy to pick up certain stuff. Like I'm in charge of Weldy.
Okay, yeah, you got Weldy, and Weldy's just super excited, and he's got a couple friends with him. You know, like he's got kind of his little.
What are their
posse.
names?
You got Trevor, and you got
Dave.
Nah, man, something exotic.
Dave's not here,
Well,
man.
Trevor is another human, but there's a Shireen.
Sheeran?
that goes- yeah, how do I always do that? A
Is his
Shireen.
name Ed?
Because you were traumatized.
I was traumatized by Game of Thrones. No, so let's come up with a good Shireen name. It's like Zickle.
Zickle.
I like it.
You can call him Z though.
Zickle the pickle.
Zickle's. Hey man, how'd you know his nickname, man? Because he's like green and
He,
slimy.
he looks like a pickle.
And like, but he's like super nerdy. You know,
Aw.
like the Shireen Zickle, like he's like their nerd buddy.
Is he maybe like also into sports? Like,
No, that
like a
would be
stats buff?
no, that would be the other
That's
dude.
Trevor.
Trevor's kind
Trevor.
of like their like sports
Pseudo
nerd.
jock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
like
we're having a whole like me feeling him out thing, and then me figuring out, you know.
he's
fucking-
like trying to play it cool. You like know that he recognizes you,
But we're
you
talking
know-
about old boxing matches and shit.
but he's like trying to play it cool. You know, like he's definitely the cool guy of the group. He's Trevor. I mean, it's Trevor. you
Yeah,
know?
T-Dog.
Yeah, T-Dog.
T-Dog.
So he's
Which
like,
is what I start calling him.
so he tries to play cool, but by the end of it, I think you've made pretty good friends with this little group of teenagers here. You know, like they certainly all respect you. And like I feel like at some point, like you gave a load that was a little bit too heavy to Zickle Pickle.
Zickle pickle.
And he like and, you know, "Oh, you kind of dropped it." And you're like, sorry. And you like from then on kind of gave him the lighter loads.
Yeah. I like
you know.
got that one for him and gave him like a box of pillows.
Right. For y'all's part, for Ziva and Oren, everybody is just full of gratitude and thanks. You know,
Orin
and
is like
peace.
just so uncomfortable. Just,
I love it. It's the opposite ends of the spectrum. Like,
You know, like maybe you're learning a little something from Ziva, maybe you're not. I don't know. But in any case, like everybody is, you can see a little bit of ease, but you know, they know that there's still Aslanti out there because you know
that's what they do.
The lieutenant isn't here. You know, there's still Aslanti on this planet, but everybody meets back up at Abretta's, and you see Abretta there still kind of tending to Jellic. but he's up and about. He's just kind of walking a little slow. And she's like, I can't believe y'all got rid of them fucking Aslanti. No more Aslanti in my fucking yard, is there? Fuck you, Aslanti. She's just like yelling it out her front door, like, fuck you. All of y'all can just go straight to fucking hell. We got Sedona's fucking crew up in here wrecking y'all's ass. Wrecking. Sorry, I'm just a little excited. I can't.
And Mike and Trevor both take up the chant, like, yeah, fuck Aslanti.
Yeah, and like the whole
Fuck the
colony
Aslanti.
the whole like is like a wave through the colony. Fuck the Aslanti. Fuck the Aslanti, and you guys get in there, whatever. You get your sleep. Everybody is just cheersing you, like it's dope. You've made your request to Lodvar and Abretta for the ship. They've already started working on that some today, just to get working on it.
Awesome.
We'll discuss what those upgrades are later. Not important now, but they are in progress of upgrading your ship to a tier 2 ship. And you guys rest and get a long rest here.
Very cool. Did we not go to Weldy's party? Did Weldy have his
Well,
party?
we haven't had the party yet.
Okay.
Well,
Everybody
needed
needed
to get the stuff, and
He's got to do his chores first.
yeah, he's got to get it set up.
Fair enough.
We were bringing all the pepperoni slices for the party.
Okay, dumb question. We get all of our stamina back and 1 hit point? Is that
You get
correct?
2 hit points back now because you're level 2.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, before we sleep, then I'd like to go ahead and cast Mend on myself, just so I can get roll a
Mend?
1d4. Yes.
Does Mend heal you?
Yes, I'm a construct.
Hashtag
Yes.
robot.
Let me go ahead and put, this spell repairs damaged objects and constructs. As an android, I am a humanoid and construct, restoring 1d4 hit points. If the object has a broken condition, this condition is removed.
But
If
what's the
stored-
target? Look at the target.
The target says object less than 1 pound.
Oh.
But
It's, you
Womp
think that
womp.
Yeah.
I have to lose some weight there.
Can you just remove like the injured
Remove your hand?
portion? Yeah.
no?
I thought I
Mend
was
is
being
not-
slick.
Yeah, you thought
You
were.
were until he made us do rules. Ugh.
No.
So, but if anybody wants to pop off a heal on him now before the rest, I don't know if Zach, do you have any more?
No,
Mystic Cure?
I mean, not until we get a rest. I do not have.
Until we get a
I
rest.
can only
Yeah.
use Mystic Cure once a day, and I used all 3 of my spell slots already healing Xeno.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And
Um,
Mike.
Cool. Well,
Or no, I'm sorry. I used a Mind Thrust to finish off Olaraja.
yeah, that's right.
So,
Okay, well,
no,
get
I
the
don't.
long rest then, and you'll just have to deal.
I can
All right.
also Mystic healing. I mean, I can healing touch him in the morning.
Can
You know-
we pause and like cut this out so I can pee?
I mean, we're so close, but sure.
I had no idea how close we were.
Yeah, we're almost there. Can you hold it for like 5-10 minutes?
I'm not good at it.
Just let the man pay.
This is Kegel practice. You're welcome.
I'm not good at it.
I'm good at it.
Holding my pee. I feel like that's something that Zickle the Pickle said.
I'm
Can
not
you
good
hold
at
it?
holding my
I'm
pickle.
not good at it.
I sincerely hope that
My
you
pickle
edit
is
all this out.
full.
Hey, speaking of pickles, we're actually having a pickle festival June 15th. Y'all should come.
Oh wow.
It's gonna be amazing.
I honestly, and you're gonna be like, seriously, Josh, really? I'm almost positive. I was told today that we've got a drill like that weekend.
Seriously, Josh.
instead of the first weekend. Yeah, I know.
Seriously.
Every time
Guys,
there's
do
something
we
good that I
lost
want to
John
do.
too?
Huh.
Like we're like 5-10 minutes away from ending this episode. There he is.
I still got his headset on.
I love
All
this.
right. Oh no,
music.
yeah, all
My
good.
track
Man.
has
I mean, you know,
a nice bunch of silence, so that you know where to edit it out.
mhm.
I wish I got more spell slots when I level up.
Uh-oh.
Damn it.
That's what I
Where'd he
want.
go?
I needed more spell slots. Do you get more than 3 spell slots, John?
Right now I only have 3.
Yeah, I mean at level 2 you still only have 3.
Right.
Same.
Yeah. I mean, there's
They're really
quite a few
brutal on
similarities.
that.
Yeah. There's a few similarities between. Well, no. I take that back. Spells per day, only 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I get 3 spells per day.
But the thing is that as far
No,
as
you
spell
get 3 spells per day
slots,
too. No, you still get 3 spells.
But you get
Hold on,
potentially
we'll
unlimited.
we'll cover that in a second. But John, you're wrong. You're supposed to get 3 spells a day. Too.
I'm looking at the spells per day for 2nd level.
Yeah,
like
but you
right
get
now.
bonus spells because of your modifier.
Intelligence
Yes,
modifier.
thank you for reminding me of the bonus spells per day. But there's also my spell cache as well. So
Yeah,
And
4.
your battery.
and my
feature.
battery. So
so you basically have 5 spells. It's
I'm a
dope.
battery mage.
All right. So I don't know.
We'll just clap. Yeah.
No, we don't have to clap.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out how to come back into this. So you guys get your long rest, and it's the next morning, and you make your way over to Madeline's. And when you come in to his, he's straightened up some. I mean, there's still some damaged furniture and stuff like that, but he's definitely cleaned up the mess. And he himself looks a lot better, not fully healed, but he's obviously cleaned himself up. And he says, "Oh, good morning. Please come here." And he looks at you specifically, Zeno. Says, "You look like you're still suffering some wounds. Can I would love to help you with that."
Please do. I'd appreciate that very much.
And he lays his hands on you and heals you 10 hit points.
10 hot. Damn. Okay.
You got any more where that came from?
So Mystic Cure is HP, right?
Mystic Cure is, but are you talking? Is he also a mystic?
Yeah.
He's also a mystic.
Yeah.
If he uses Healing Touch, then it's 10 HP because it's 2 per mystic level.
Right.
If he uses Mystic Cure, then it's 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
he used Healing Touch on Zeno because Zeno was down the most. And so it's how much?
1d8 plus his spellcasting modifier is Wisdom.
Oh, look at that, 10 for
Nice.
you.
Oh, slick.
Phil.
10 for Phil.
Yep.
Sweet.
Nice.
Everybody
Anybody else
looking
need
good.
any?
Back to full.
Think everybody else?
Hot hands, come on.
Right?
Mhm.
And he says, "Well, I can't thank you enough for helping us, but unfortunately, there's no rest because Lieutenant Sharu is still at large, and I think before we can really move forward and rebuild this colony, you're going to have to take her out. And I think that perhaps searching the Royal Venture, you might be able to find out where they've taken Sedona. We need our Sedona back. She was somewhat of the heart of this little colony."
Yes, she has that effect on people.
Oh, you all know her.
Yeah, actually.
It does not.
Why do you think we
surprise me.
came out to this backwater colony in the first place?
Oh, yeah.
Oren, he's not backwater.
He just grumbles and just trails off. I mean, like, Ziva obviously shut him down on that, but he just like,
To be fair, it ain't the front water neither.
He says, I think that there no time like the present. While the sun is out, you should make your trip across the jungle. However, walking, I think, is not the ideal way to get there. Go see Ludvar. I think he has a bit of a surprise for you.
Oh man, I
We
cannot wait.
now we're
Are we getting 4-wheelers?
You'll see. And yeah, you head over there to Ludvar, to the stable, and you see that he's pulled 3 tarps off of 3 bikes, hover trikes. And he's got them all
Oh,
polished up.
it's like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sailing through. Oh,
Yeah. And he just has these 3 shiny hover trikes. And he says, well, it looks like your mounts are ready to go. And he gives each of you the ignition switches that he had pulled out.
yeah. Orin just grabs one.
I'm
Yeah.
taking one.
Shotgun.
I don't. Yeah, one of you can ride shotgun with me. I'll drive.
Wait,
I'll ride shotgun.
how does shotgun work on it?
Fel, you're gonna drive one?
Yeah, Fel's going to drive one.
All right. So you guys climb on to your hover trikes, put in the ignition.
Yeah, Orin just like grips the handlebars and just kind of grins a little bit, you know. And,
Yeah.
the excitement.
Like you slowly back them out of the stable, and then like you kind of line them up on the road that goes out of the southwest of the colony. And Ludvar says, all right, really crank them up. And you guys just open them up, and you just like start speeding through the jungle, making your way towards the Royal Venture crash site. And he says to you as you guys are going, we'll see ya.
Ah,
Nice. I love it.
like,
Great.
good job. Proud of you. Oh,
All
Ludwig.
right then.
He's a good guy. He's good people.
Yeah. All right, BRB.
All right, make sure you hit stop on your recordings and save them. That was definitely like a transitional ep.
What episode number?
This is 13. Whew. I was really nervous about this one because it's just so much info dump, and I didn't want it to be boring. You know, like
I mean,
there's a lot of housekeeping in this.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what happens.
Yeah, you gotta have these eps, you know. But I am excited to be getting out of Madeline's Landing.
Yeah, and I also really liked the interaction with Weldy and the boys. Like, I thought that was really
Great,
cute.
dude. That was fucking dope. And I think it's really cool that you gave him that sword, you know, and like,
Yeah, that was spur of the moment.
He is a level 1 operative. That's what I'm giving him the level 1 operative.
I mean, I never said I was giving him the sword. I said put it somewhere.
For what it's worth, he is fully.
We're gonna have to have an awkward conversation.
You really are gonna take his sword from? That's like a sword that does nothing. It's like a basic weapon.
It's a 1d6.
What's your gauntlet, though?
Oh no, I'm not trying to use that sword.
Yeah.
Don't get me twisted.
I mean, like, I'm just saying that sword
I don't
does
think any
nothing
of
to
us are.
improve any of y'all's damage.
Well, I mean,
output.
that was my main thing. I was just holding out for like if any of y'all wanted it, you get dibs over fucking Weldy.
So, exciting news. I no longer have a negative modifier on Tacklash.
Why? Because of your BAB?
Mm-hmm.
That's dope.
Now, I don't have a positive. It's just 0. But
Like,
we're
I don't
getting there.
understand, because you had a -2 on it, didn't you? Or like a -4, something like that? Because you're not proficient. So how are you making up for that?
I don't know.
Whenever y'all sort that out, Adam and maybe John, I gotta figure some shit out.
By the way, Adam, are we coming back to Madeline's Landing? At some point?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say that, you know, whenever you said it earlier, it just sounded like so final, you know.
No. Of
But
course, I mean,
Yeah.
we got Weldy's party to do, and
Mm-hmm.
we got your computer that you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking at my thing?
Let's see. So,
You looking at my thing?
but you shouldn't be proficient.
I'm not.
So why is it giving you proficiency?
It's not.
It's just the base attack bonus is high enough to negate the negative.
Up there, it says not proficient.
I know, but on the roll, it's treating it like you are proficient.
Ooh.
Do you
By
have
how
it
much?
categorized properly in the attack, like as the weapon type?
Yeah, it's an advanced melee weapon.
Not proficient.
I'm gonna go to the restroom.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna roll it with proficiency on and see what that does. Yeah, something's is not registering right. Hold on. Not proficient. Yeah, there it is. Now it's a -3.
Ah, shit. Shouldn't have called it out.
Yeah, that's right.
Poops. Well, better than a -4.
It's better than a -4, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so you're trying to do inventory management here?
Who?
You?
No.
Yeah,
Not at
I can
all.
do that.
That's not what
I'm
my issue is.
excited. No.
What's your issue?
Mine is sound shit. Okay. So I didn't notice till after we started, but my I don't know if something auto corrected or auto adjusted, but like my feed or my recording was like peaking, like it was louder than normal. So I was having to like try to hold away from the mic a little
I'll
bit.
be able to fix some of that in post.
Okay, well, I
I
mean,
mean-
but it was like, I mean, most of the episode I kind of talked like this, you know, because like if I got
Well,
up
I
to
mean,
this
but we
volume,
can't-
it peaked.
Well, I
Like,
mean, there's just nothing we can do about that.
no, well, but
you
it's
know?
never been like that.
Right.
I'm
So
saying my wavelengths on the thing are like through the roof.
right. What I'm saying is that we can't do anything to fix that one. What you'll have to do is that for the next episode, just dial back on Audacity, dial back your mic input.
Well, see, okay, that's I think what happened is that I tried to adjust my. Were you talking about recording volume?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to adjust that like 3 times before the last time we started, and actually could start. And
Problem with that?
it wouldn't do anything. And then once we actually like got into it, it auto adjusted.
Hangouts does that. Hey, that slider on Audacity is your mic level in the Windows like control panel, or the sounds recording panel.
So is it just
And
just my
Hangouts.
general computer volume?
It's your mic's input level.
Right. What
on
you
the
have to
Windows
do.
settings, but it's like Hangouts automatically adjusts that on the fly. There's not much. I don't know if there's any way to disable.
Well, what you need to
Hangouts.
do is wait till after we've talked a little bit on Hangouts, then adjust it. Because if you adjust it before you get on the Hangouts call and before it does its autocorrect, then it's going to fuck with it a lot.
So then before we start the next,
Well, now
one
it's good because
proper-
we're still on.
well,
Hangouts,
no,
so just adjust it to what, like, because we're not in a new call, so it's
But
not
it's-
gonna.
I
No,
know.
it dynamically always is trying to adjust.
I know, but it's at its worst at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
because
but,
it did
I
it
mean-
to mine too, and then I adjusted it, and it didn't adjust it after a while.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying mine is set to fucking max. I'm looking at it right now. And
So
I don't
adjust
know, I don't
it.
know why it auto adjusted to max.
Because that's what Hangouts is going to do.
Yeah,
Like-
if you're leaning back, if your mic's not close to you, it
Yep.
will ramp up the
That's
the
not
input volume.
that's not what I'm talking about. Because like I mean, dude, this is my 13th episode doing this. Like it doesn't just auto adjust every time I move away from the mic on the fly like that.
That's
like,
what
But
I'm
it
saying.
does-
What I'm trying to tell you is when you first get on the call, it does auto adjust. It tries to balance you to the other callers. And then once it's there, it does do little dynamic shifts, but it's much smaller than the
Well,
first
so-
one. You know how sometimes when you had to get on and we made you just talk until it.
Yeah,
got
yeah. I mean,
loud.
I understand that. I'm just saying it's adjusted before. It's never adjusted to max fucking volume.
So what do you want me to tell you, Heath? I'm trying to tell you what the answer is here. Is that it just did
Yeah.
a weird thing, and so
I
you
mean,
just have to
either way,
wait.
It's when we do the next episode, we just fucking spend a little bit of time at the beginning of it, making sure the levels are.
We're already there though, because we've been on this call for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but it's still set at max. Do I need to change
adjust it? Adjust it. Yeah.
To
Just you can adjust it now, and it shouldn't fuck with it too much.
check. Oh god, fucking damn it.
Yeah, it's super quiet.
Yeah, you only need to drop it back. Like you should have it at about 80 to 90, somewhere in between there.
80 to 90. That's not the scale. It looks like I'm
Well,
working. on.
0.8.
Yeah, right.
And it just auto corrected to 0.95 is like max, and that's where it just adjusted to.
Yeah, like Hangouts is always constantly trying to keep you in line with everybody else. It's going to go back to where it is. Like it's going to be. It's going to do what it's going to do.
Point, it's never done what it's doing.
It's
now
never been
before.
at max
Well,
all the time when I'm talking.
Adam, you have a new mic. I've adjusted the gain on mine, and I mean that's it's possible that it's bumped his up to match ours or to try and level it out. I mean, I'm not sure what else can be like while we're using Hangouts, you don't really have control over the input levels. Like you try and adjust it, it's going to change it back to where it wants it to be.
Well, yeah, I mean, like when I silence myself, it goes to the 0,
Right?
You know, but it always goes right back to 95,
right?
0.95.
And is that causing an issue with the recording, or is it picking up?
Well, it's on the like
The
visual
wavelengths are
recording
peaking,
bar.
yeah.
The wavelengths. If I speak as loud as I am right now, it's peaking.
Hmm.
I can't yell for goddamn sure.
So what you're saying is mic mute is not.
It's
that's what's fucking with it, right? Because whenever I hit tilde,
my mute has never fucked with it since I've been using it.
Yeah, mic
like-
mute will put it to 0, and then when you unmute it, it puts it back where it was.
Yeah,
that's all
it's
that mine's
constantly
doing.
going back to 0.95 though to absolute max.
All
Mine is
mic
too.
mute does. All mic mute does is drop it to 0, and then it'll put it back to where it was before it dropped to 0.
But I put it on halfway before I mic muted.
I mean, for what it's worth, mine's doing the exact same thing. But like, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, we're gonna have to.
Sound bad?
I mean, are you going to 0.95? Because okay, look, just now what I did, I put it at half, and then I mic muted and unmic muted and talked or whatever for like 2 sessions, and it went back to half. And then as I was talking, it went up and up and up to max.
Yeah, Hangouts put it back up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, but I'm saying max is gonna fuck my recording up because anytime I say anything in an excited tone, it's gonna peak like a son of a bitch, and you don't want to be peaking.
Have you gone back to listen to any of those segments just to see?
Well,
Yeah,
fuck
does it
no, I've
crack?
been talking to y'all.
Okay.
Listen to one and see if it crackles. Because if it doesn't, then it's not a big deal. Because like when compressing it will bring it in line. So just find a high wavelength and listen to it.
All right, well, give me a second.
There's got to be a way to make Hangouts not do that.
Maybe I'll do some digging, see what I can find.
So, do you know the girl who's making the bag?
No, she's just one of our new followers. So I figured just kind of cross promote.
Cool.
So there's a thing for Hangouts on air called Studio Mode. It says it takes a bit of work to set up, but it's worth the investment. You get 2-channel stereo, no noise reduction, no auto gain, and nice clear sound.
Yeah, Yeah, so we're not gonna fuck with that tonight. But let's definitely look into that for next week.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cut.
Heath, how did it sound?
I'm still looking for peaks. I felt the clap was peaked out,
The clap
And
always
should
peaks.
but it didn't. I mean, it sounded like a fucking clap.
Oh, here it is. The it's the little settings cog up at the top of the Hangouts window. You change it from voice to studio. Hit save.
That's all
and
you do?
That's what it looks like. Can you guys still hear me? Okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just definitely went down.
Okay.
What do you have it set on right now?
I just switched it from voice to studio, and I'm gonna see what my
Check.
Yeah, you went quieter, but that's fine. If we need
Yeah,
to
I
turn
can
our
turn you
volume up.
guys up.
Check.
Yeah, you sound good. I mean,
Well, I'm quieter in studio.
no,
Yeah, but we
it's
can
fine.
turn our volume up
Yeah,
here.
yeah. that's-
Well, are we deciding to switch over to studio or what?
Check.
we might as
baby.
well. Yeah.
Check.
Yes.
All right, and leave the checkbox alone. Alone.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, testing.
Yep. Sounds fine to me.
Grant Burger.
Grant Burger.
So, Adam, are you able to adjust our volume levels individually?
I am.
Okay. Yeah, I'm also
Cool.
hearing more of the microphone. Like it sounds like an actual recording now versus like all the
kind of
noise
like-
correction and stuff. That
Yeah.
Hangouts
Yeah,
does.
you can hear the air.
Well, it's not so much the air. It just actually sounds a little warmer.
Yeah.
Ah,
It sounds less processed.
Yes.
Nerds.
do I need to make any adjustments to my
No,
gain?
you don't. No, you
Nope.
don't need to touch because this is just keeping Hangouts out of our Audacity recording.
Okay.
basically.
What about Zeno? Like Betty Butter Butt? No.
It's fine. You're good. You're good.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I guess will you make sure that Heath's is switched, and then I'll be back in 10 minutes. And we'll
Yeah. I'll go ahead and
five,
switch it.
Let's say 5 because it's getting late.
All right.
All right.
It does actually sound a lot more like you're there.
It's got a nice warm round sound.
A nice warm sound here at NPR.
All right. So what do I need to switch to?
Click the settings cog at the top of the Hangouts window,
Barbie.
and then you should see a little
Hold on.
music note, like a quarter note, or I guess it's an eighth note. I don't know.
Okay. He's telling you how to do it. Cool.
Settings cog, and hit the music note.
Yeah, it
voice.
should say voice right now. Change that to studio.
Okay.
Hit save,
Okay.
and that is it. You can now adjust your mic gain, and it won't. Hangouts won't interfere with it. Or your
Even
mic
my like
input
general
level.
computer volume.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you can do
I
it
mean,
in Audacity.
Audacity moves that slider as well. Those two are the exact same thing.
It's connected to that.
I mean, okay. So,
So I'm just saying you can just do it in Audacity because it's easy.
well, what should I try to set it to? I mean, it's at max now. What should I set it to?
85 maybe.
Yeah, I think 85 is a good.
I'd say put it to 85. Hit record on. Make sure you're on a new file, not on 13.
Yeah.
But hit record and just start talking like you were and see how the levels are and adjust it from there.
Okay. Well, I just hit record. All the wavelengths look tiny as.
Yeah, you're quiet. You need to definitely turn up your gain a little bit.
Yeah, and you should be able to turn it up without having to stop the recording.
Okay. So how about now? Still quiet.
Still pretty quiet. Yeah.
Still super quiet.
Can you can adjust his
What
volume
about
on the call though,
What
right?
about now?
I think you need more.
Still quiet. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
I've turned up the volume on my computer all the way.
All right. Well, I'll just have to do it and get you up there in post. But you're pretty quiet.
I'm hearing like so much background noise though.
Yeah, because the voice mode adds in all the filtering and noise reduction and
Yeah.
normalizing and all that stuff. It's changing it to studio gets rid of all of that shit. So we're gonna hear more ambient sounds and stuff, like what our mics are actually picking up instead of Hangouts processing all of it.
Well, this sounds on my end like there's zero improvement from doing this. But,
It sounds a little bit more rich to me. The biggest thing though is that it's not
Well,
going to try and automatically adjust.
I
your
mean, my
yeah.
my wavelengths are like pubic hairs. Like they're nothing.
Let me show you what mine look like, just to might make you feel better. So here's
I feel like mine's set pretty loud. You know?
You sound loud.
Do I?
Yeah.
Hangouts automatically maxes it out.
But no, we've just figured out how to fix that. So click the cog on
Of
the
Hangouts?
Yeah, the little settings on Hangouts,
Uh-huh.
and switch it from voice mode to studio mode.
Optimize the process for the highest quality sound and professional create musical content. Studio is not designed for spoken conversations. I mean,
But the biggest thing is that it's not going to adjust your input levels. once
Yeah,
you set
like
them.
it doesn't matter what the Hangouts call sounds like. We're doing this to make sure our Audacity isn't fucked with by Hangouts.
I got you.
And
See,
Am I
so
loud?
now you're
You're
real
so
quiet.
quiet.
How about now?
Slightly better.
I mean, this is just
That's
back
good.
to
Okay.
normal.
We're good. We're good.
This
We're
is
good.
just back to what it was.
Yeah, but you never had a problem.
What's
Yours was-
great with this though is that while we're both like while people are talking over each other, it's not garbling trying to figure out who's taking priority.
Is that right? Well, then I'm about to talk nonstop. Just to interrupt
Check,
the
check,
fuck
check.
out of
I'm
you.
not
Just
sure you are.
fucking
I don't
get
think you're
right
gonna.
over
I
it.
don't
Like,
think
it's
you're
all
gonna.
completely
What?
like we're in
What?
the same
I
room.
have no idea what you guys. Okay. That's just the beginning of a bitchy comment in the generic. But like talking like at this volume, like max, I'm getting like fucking a quarter of the way up the wave.
Yeah,
But
that's about where it should be.
that's no problem because
Like,
that's
even
why
when
That's
that's
I-
how much you want.
Yeah, you want it to
Okay,
be.
that finally got to the edges.
Yeah, you want it to be like
Whoa!
2.3.
That did it. That actually. pumped
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah.
one thing too is when you're talking, like when you hit record,
Yeah.
the little green bar up at the top, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
the little.
Yeah, it's
what
like
is that
your
called?
level.
Yeah.
The monitor.
Where is that hitting when you
Wait.
talk?
Oh no! See, on my last record, like when I talk, I'm hitting right now between 27 and like 18, 16.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, then you're
You're
solid, man. That's
good.
right.
You're-
That's
Yeah.
right
Well,
where you want to
but
be.
what I'm
30 to
saying is,
18.
last recording, I was hitting higher, and even when I had my microphone on, but I wasn't saying anything, it was hitting fucking like 51, 48.
Yeah, that's going to be your ambient noise. Mine's
mine-
about
Well,
the
but
same.
right now it's nothing.
Well, good.
Nothing.
Then we're not picking up as much white noise.
Well,
You're-
no. You need click the bar. If there's no green bar there at all, click it so it actually starts monitoring. And you can see where it is without having to record.
No, he is recording. He's saying it doesn't
Yeah.
do anything unless he
I'm
talks.
in the process of recording. I've been recording for
That's good
5
then.
minutes.
So you're fine, Heath. It's good.
Okay.
You're right where you
Okay,
need to be.
Okay, those tiny wavelengths had me.
I know
worried.
they freak you out, but that's exactly what mine
Well,
looked
well, and
like.
granted, I'm not being up in my mic's butthole, but that's because it was so loud that I was trying to not do that.
Right.
Well, you can definitely get closer to it when you feel the need
Check,
to.
check, check,
Yeah.
check, check.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Sounds good. Rich, ambient, sexy, all that.
So sexy.
Sweet. All right, we're good.
You see, Josh sounds super low.
I can turn it up.
You sound extremely low. To me,
How's that?
on the Hangouts call.
You're able to control individual people's volume.
Yeah, I've got you turned all the way up, Josh. Where do you have your mic input set at?
Mic input currently is at 0.8.
Yeah, get
That's
yours
low.
up to 0.9.
Mine's on like 0.95.
Okay, 0.9.
Okay, that sounds. I think this is fine. I think we're stressing it because
I'm at like 0.84, but it's working.
yeah, like I think we're good. I honestly think we're good.
I think we've overthought it.
We definitely have because like
Well, no,
trust
but
me-
my shit was fucked up. Like that's legit.
Yeah.
can everybody hear everybody?
Testing.
You're low to me, Adam.
Yeah, I know.
Check.
You're good, John. You sound
Okay.
beautiful and rich and sexy.
Thank you, man.
Schmexy man.
There's a little
Uh,
white noise in
Oh
John's.
my.
Yeah, I've got ACs turning off again right now.
Oh, that's you. Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I hear the.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we're fine.
That's
We're
not what it is.
we're fine, y'all.
That was
We are fine. We're
seagulls.
fine as hell. All of us.
All right, is everybody ready?
I
Wait.
am ready.
Waiting for the fan on my AC to do the thing because
We're
it's
almost
stupid.
ready.
But yeah,
It's
I'm
doing the
sorry.
thing.
I'm sorry for my low energy levels tonight, you guys. I am super freaking tired.
It's all good. You're
Snort some
orange.
cocaine.
It's okay, man.
This is a chill episode. We're all coming down off of like a battle
Well,
high.
That was a chill episode. This
Yeah,
you're going
This
into
one
what
we
I
need
another.
to do
said.
better.
yeah, we're all zipping off on trikes, and my AC unit just cut off. So
Okay.
Well, I mean,
All right.
I think there's something to be said for like you got to kind of talk yourself way through the first episode a little more, unless it's inherently exciting, and then by the second one you're like in it and you're more pumped, you know.
yeah.
Get hype.
All right. Let's get it going.
I am ready.
I am ready.
Are you ready, Adam?
I'm never ready. All right. 3, 2, 1, record. 1.
Mine's taking fucking a minute. here.
Yeah.
Dude,
okay.
I'm sorry. I'm the cause of all the problems, but
I still
it ju-
think your
it
mic
just
is
started-
a little loud.
It just started recording. Now
Whose?
I'm loud. I was low.
He's fine. You're fine. I can turn him down manually.
Okay.
Okay. Then we're gonna do it the way we did it
Yeah,
before
I'm gonna
you
start
press.
it, and then I'll say record. Just be hovering over your
Yeah.
quivering buttons.
Gross.
So that's what I was going for. All right, record.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Heath, how are you?
I'm good. I'm quite good.
Good. Okay. All right. Well, here we are for another episode of Southern Tomfoolery Plays. You guys.
Wop, 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 wop.
Okay, so does anybody have anything they want to talk about?
Y'all, Chinese food is so good.
What? Chinese food is good. Well, I like this better than your last recommendation.
Oh.
Okay. Oh
Wow.
my God. This
we're
was an
still on that.
opportunity.
That was so long ago, guys.
opportunity.
This is an opportunity to, you know what? Again, I'm going to be the grown up and just say, you know what? Chinese food is delicious. And I appreciate your preferences in music, Adam, because I'm a professional.
Well,
Well said.
Wait, you're getting
okay.
paid for this?
Well
Yeah.
said.
Are y'all not getting paid?
Wait,
I mean,
what?
no, I'm not getting paid.
What
Ixnay on the
4,000?
Allery say.
Yeah, what 4,000 credits from Madeline?
Exactly. I don't know nothing about no cred sticks.
Yeah, I like Chinese food. I really like Chinese food.
I had some earlier
have-
today. It's delicious.
What's your favorite food, Zach?
My favorite Chinese dish would definitely be sesame chicken.
Sesame chicken. Okay.
Absolutely. However, there's this like really good Chinese place in Hattiesburg that has this honey chicken that is straight fire. It's the best. It's so good.
Like fires in good or fires in like spicy.
No, it's not. It's honey chicken. It's like
Okay,
sweet.
yeah. I was gonna be confused, so I was confused.
Yeah.
I was gonna no.
No, I was.
I mean, is Chinese your favorite food?
I don't know. I mean, I think I would have to say that pizza is probably my default.
See,
Right
I'm with.
there.
I think you're right. I think that pizza is really everybody's favorite food. They just don't
Nope.
want to
Great
admit it.
equalizer.
Nope.
No.
I must
No.
champion the Chinese side of this argument because I've morbid as it is, I've thought many a time about if I were to pick my last meal while I were on death row, it would be an exquisitely made stir fry. It'd be a beef stir fry with
Filet mignon, dude.
with filet mignon. Yeah, absolutely. Like
What
a
a
good
waste of good
medium
meat.
rare filet. No. You cook the steak and put it on after you've stir fried
Okay.
everything else. But no, like that is my absolute favorite.
Do you think the
food in
prison
world.
guards are real? I mean,
They
the
don't
prison
make it.
chefs.
They don't make it, bro.
Yeah, but
the
the
last
prison
meal is a
guards
big
obviously
deal.
don't make it, dude. They have a cook.
The
Yeah,
prison
but, like,
I'm
cooks
gonna
do,
stipulate that like
I-
a professional, legit chef. Has
the
to
only
make it.
experience I have with prison cooks comes from Orange Is the New Black. So
That is the most.
Oh,
that
that's
is the
gospel.
most fictional fucking prison show of
that's
all
gospel.
time.
dude, yeah, that's what I'm saying. My knowledge is limited. That's what I'm trying to
No,
say.
like, I mean, legitimately, the like last meal is kind of a big deal. Like
Mm-hmm.
you pick what you want, and they get somebody to make it.
No, like, yeah, that is true, but it's not. They don't get a 5-star chef to make it, dude.
No, I
Like,
didn't
That's
say
what
they
I'm
bring
saying.
Gordon Ramsay in.
well,
The
yeah, but
creepy
you're not gonna
ones-
get. You're gonna say, "Hey, man, I would love some beef stir fry," and what you're gonna get is some strip steak over some frozen snow peas. You know what I mean?
That's based on your extensive death row
Yes.
life experience.
Well, I actually do work for a company that
Ow.
provides the food for prisons, so I do have some knowledge
dude,
about
Damn,
it.
there's
You
some
just got
authority.
wrecked, dude.
I'm
No,
sorry.
for
Everybody
death
stop.
row, for
Zach,
death row.
did you just dab?
No. What?
What?
Yep, Zach
I was
Dab.
concerned for your
Nah,
safety.
Nah, you've missed several of my dabs already.
Ooh, I'm glad. Ooh.
Both Heath Parker and Titanium Mike be dabbing.
Well,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You know
you
what?
guys love this like Christmas.
There's
meal,
worse
We're gonna-
things. There's
But I
worse
dabbed
things.
a time or two, and I'm a piece of shit.
We're gonna kick it back. We're gonna kick it back. You just lost at least 5 rep points
That was
from
not
Ziva.
in character. It was not in character.
you said
You
that
said
he did it
Mike.
in character.
I
Said
said
Mike
he
did it.
likes it. I didn't say you know that.
Fair. You know what?
You said Mike B.
Touche.
You said Mike
He
B.
be
dabbing.
doing that. Yeah.
Be dabbing.
But
That's
not-
how
not
are we
once in
supposed
the
to take
game
that?
have I
That
said
sounds
that I
like
dabbed.
Mike has dabbed on numerous occasions up to this point.
It did sound like
Has
that.
any of you ever seen Mike dab?
I used
have.
You
to.
don't know
Mike.
what Mike does in the
I
wee
used
hours
to
of the
dab.
morning. Zeno's definitely seen Mike dab.
Yeah.
I used to dab. I
doesn't get
still
it.
do though too.
I still do, but I used to too.
That was it. Butchered that.
I love me some Mitch Hedberg.
Okay.
Yeah, no, the food, German food, man, like good brats and some sauerkraut with like
Oh my
awesome
god,
mustard.
like
Yeah.
German food.
Nobody even asked you,
No,
dude.
no,
Yeah,
no.
like,
Okay,
Nobody
okay.
even asked you about
Listen,
brats.
man.
I'm
know.
Zach for
But
trying
like,
to.
but like, I specifically didn't ask you, Josh, what your favorite food was because I knew you would say something.
Actually,
stupid
no,
ass
my
The
shit.
choices, the
Like,
choices were
I like
pizza or
sauerkraut and
Chinese.
bratwurst. Like,
No,
get
it's
the
a
fuck out of here
German
with
Thai
that.
fusion.
Teriyaki
I would-
bratwurst is
I
the
would
best,
try
dude.
that, man. I'd
man.
give that
I
a
mean,
go.
like again,
Coconut curry brats. That actually sounds fun.
That sounds
Yeah,
really
that does
good.
sound really
Look,
good.
like-
Not kick that out of bed.
maybe it's
We-
the bodyguard feat that Mike just took. But again, I'm to your defense, bro. That's delicious food.
Yeah.
That's good.
For me, it's
Good
got to be
hearty
either like
foods.
Mongolian beef or broccoli and chicken. You know, as far as
Keep it
Chinese
simple.
meals.
All right.
Sorry.
All right.
You want to like play this game now? or
Well,
whatever?
yeah, like this, the favorite food thing.
Back
you know,
on
sounds
track.
like a first date, and it went about as well as those go.
It backfired on you really hard.
It really
But
did.
do you know what goes well on a second date?
Oh,
A
I
trike
can't-
ride through the jungle. Oh, boom! A segue from Ziva.
Beat you to the Segue, bro.
That was dope.
One
Beat
of us,
you.
one
that
of
was
us
spicy.
is literally on a Segway.
Go-
It's weldy, but
it's weldy.
It's
Weldy
Weldy.
better not be coming, dude.
No,
If
Weldy
Weldy's-
is not coming here.
I would be okay with that.
All right,
no,
so
it's
you-
like one NPC I do not want to escort.
All right, so here's the deal. Because of the hover trikes, it only takes you 4 hours to get there.
Zoom, zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah,
Um,
zoom, 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 zoom.
So, let me put you on a new map. You guys excited?
What? It's been so long.
Get out of here. There ain't no more maps.
I've been
Pretty
playing
sure we're
this
done.
entire game by feel.
Yep.
By feel.
I smell.
By
smell. That would be the trickiest way to play a tabletop
Sniffing.
RPG.
Right.
That would be
Sniffing
pretty
off the
hard. Yeah.
screen.
That's pro level stuff. You got to get
Yeah.
paid before you can play by smell. So Ziva,
Wink.
you're playing by smell from here on out. All right. So you guys approach this ship. And you see that this large starship appears to have crashed many, many years ago in this clearing. It now resembles an overgrown hill. Only a few crumpled exhaust ports and a rear stabilizing fin jut from the ground, indicating that the bulk of the vessel must now be underground. The visible portions of the ship are all heavily weathered and corroded, except for a hatch between the exhaust ports and the fin. The hatch is currently open, and the inside of the hatch gleams with the shine of polished metal. Clearly, the interior of the ship is in better shape than the weathered and overgrown exterior.
Is that the full description?
That is. You see... everybody roll a perception check real quick, though.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hey.
I don't think I even need the perception check to realize this seems a lot like the movie Alien, which I watched as per our deal when you didn't watch 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Have you still not, Adam?
Just beating that horse. He's already dead, Heath.
It's never
He's
gonna
already
stop
dead.
until he watches that movie and inevitably doesn't enjoy it as much because I've told him to for 2 years.
So Orin
I don't-
hops off
I-
of his
I- we'll
bike
see.
and wants to go and just kind of put his hands on the craft and just
Well,
feel
before you
how
even
it
get to the
feels.
craft,
Okay.
you guys kind of pull up, the dust settles from your hover trikes, and Orin and Ziva, you see a body.
Oh well, then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You see a body kind of lying in a heap, right at the base of the ship.
Do we recognize the armor to be of a green color?
Oh, you have to get a little closer, you know.
Okay.
Your perception's not that high.
Recognize body, but you can't see colors right now.
Well, you're not
I
as
gotta
close
get
to
close
the body.
to sniff it.
Yeah, you
so
gotta
I can
smell
tell.
it. You know.
Okay, I'm gonna move up a little bit, just
All
a
right.
little bit.
Uh,
I mean, I'm assuming we all park our bikes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I
definitely.
pick Zeno up by the waist and take him off the bike.
There you go, little chap.
There you go, boyo.
He was in the middle of jamming out to My Iron Lung, you know?
Oh my gosh.
Wait, I just want to hear this is the best part.
Jamming out to that song, Harry.
I mean, that's a pretty jamming song, dude.
Yeah,
You're a
it
pretty
gets there,
jamming
man.
song.
That's a ripping song. My Iron Lung's one of their most ripping
But
songs.
he's in the first 12 seconds of it.
Oh, well, then it's not jamming yet. He's like, I haven't got to the good part yet. All right. You see it is a dead Aeon Guard cadet.
Is he obviously dead?
Obviously dead. Sprawled on the ground in
What
a
kind of
pool of
wounds?
her own blood. Go ahead and roll a medicine check for me.
I will. I will
I will
absolutely.
also, because why not?
I immediately get a gun out and secure the perimeter.
That 11, not so hot.
Ziva got a
Yes.
17.
Ziva, you can tell that her throat has been torn out. And you can determine that it's the wounds are made by several small, incredibly sharp objects, most likely the teeth of some unknown beast. You also see a small, start of a hole next to the body.
Like into the ground?
Yeah, it's like a partially dug hole, so it doesn't it hasn't gotten very deep.
Like a burrow?
Like
Maybe, yeah.
Does it? We can assume that the animal, the creature, did this.
I mean,
The
if
burrow?
you want to assume that, you can.
You can assume.
Can I
whatever you
tell?
want.
Can I
Yeah,
tell?
Can I take a look to see if I can identify the creature?
What creature?
If it is a creature,
The-
it's something
like-
burrowing.
Based on
There's
claw
like a
marks on the ground.
There's a shallow
Or on the
little
body.
hole, and there's a dead body that has what looks like tiny, tiny teeth marks, tons of them all over, and her throat ripped out. She's in a pool of her own blood.
Do the teeth marks look familiar?
I think we're all trying to make a check.
They look
here.
like teeth.
Yes.
Is the thing. I've got decent survival.
Are we trying to find out if they look like hobgars or if it's?
Surely it's not hobgars. It's something worse than that.
Do you have to
Ziva?
have a rank in Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let's see. There's a particular knowledge here that I don't know. Let me look
Is
this
it
up
life
real quick.
science? Oh,
It's going to be either life science or physical science. That's
We
what
have
I'm
a
not
guy for both of those.
oh baller.
He's my main man.
Right.
Zeno.
Okay, let's see.
Well,
Yeah.
regardless, I'm gonna say, Zeno, can you come and look at this? It looks like something maybe a
Life
plastic.
science.
Okay, yeah. So I want to. So at Ziva's call, I'm going to go ahead and walk over there and just kind of investigate.
All right. Can you aid with that? Can you help him?
It's not really my.
No. I
Jam,
mean, it was just a curiosity.
That's all
Okay.
right.
Yeah, that's good. You can tell that this was made by some sort of vermin.
Vermin. Okay. It appears to be some kind of rodent species.
Orin will pull out his rifle. Chamber rounds. Stay frosty, folks.
Do we see any
idea
kind
what's
of
out here.
Sorry. Do we see any kind of tracks?
No.
Or nothing? No scat?
Well, that's
Scat.
that's survival. The tracks are survival there.
That's
right?
true, that
Can
is
I roll a survival?
Yeah, but there are no tracks.
There just aren't any. Okay.
Yeah.
Fell's gonna go ahead and reload his rifle.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, me and Aaron both have had weapons
Yep.
drawn for
Yeah,
a minute
Ziva's
now.
gonna
Yeah, I'm
pull
going to
her
go ahead
pistol
and
out.
equip my rifle.
Can we skirt around the outside of the?
So the hatch is right here.
Right,
Right.
here. Where is
I'm
here
sorry,
in
it's-
relation to
right.
us?
It's to the east, but it's like you're standing at the back of the ship with like 3 or 4 huge thruster, exhaust thrusters, and kind of on the top of the ship, you don't have to climb up too much, but it's raised up a little bit. It's just this open hatch
Okay.
that goes into the
All
back
a
of the ship.
submarine kind of type.
Sort of, yeah, sure.
I think Mike would go ahead and try to climb up and get next to it. Not to get in it, but to secure it for anyone else who does.
Also, get a better view of the surrounding area, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, you can move to this square right here.
Can't. Are you pinging?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
hold on.
See what you're talking about.
This square right here.
This one.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
climb like up on like a wing or like under jut out kind of thing. I'm not all the way up on the ship, right?
You're kind of climbing up on the. Yeah, it's like the back tail fin that you're kind of just
Yeah.
like a little ramp that goes up to it,
Yeah.
As you do that,
Oh fuck.
everybody roll initiative.
God.
Yeah.
You would.
God. Does it fly? I don't want it to fly.
I'm not doing the GM piece of shit drop yet because we don't. Have, that's not.
I mean, you can't do a piece of shit drop every
No,
time
for
a
initiative.
creature comes out. I
Right.
mean,
No,
that's the
what
game.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It felt bad, but I'm telling the group I'm not doing them every time. It's for when he legitimately is a piece of shit.
I mean, yeah, I'll give you plenty of reasons. I'm sure.
Yeah,
Aw.
I believe in you.
Roll your initiative, Mike.
He did. Oh no, he hasn't. No, he hasn't.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, that's not
All right.
good.
Well, what everybody roll?
Yeah, let's. Well, first of all, let me tell you what you see, and then we will talk about initiative.
Okay.
This blue, like translucent, not quite translucent, worm crawls out from under the wing.
Is that with a Y?
No. He has almost like a hammerhead shark type head, and he has this mouth full of just tiny razor teeth, and there's like some kind of weird viscous stuff just kind of sliding all over his body, and he like spits out his tongue. It's like, and his tongue branches off in a bunch of different ways that looks like nerves.
No.
Oh, I've seen that's a real thing. I can't remember what it's called, but it's really, really, really gross.
Here's a picture of it for you guys.
Yeah.
It looks like a
Nematode.
hentai version of a lamprey.
That needs killing.
Yeah, it's
You know,
it
I
definitely.
think we all, I mean, Mike being the first one to see it, definitely agrees with you.
Okay, Oren, you got the top. What'd you get?
A 21.03 for that dex modifier.
All right, Zeno, what'd you get?
I got a 13.
All right, Ziva.
Yeah, Ziva didn't do so hot. She got a 4. So.
Okay, that's not great. Phil.
Phil got an 18.
Okay, and Mike.
Mike got a 2.
Oh.
The worst one I've ever rolled.
That is pretty bad.
Yeah, that's a crit.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oren, you got the jump on this thing.
Yeah,
so you had,
I mean-
you had your rifle out. You knew something was up, and as it crawls out from the shadows, it's just like. What do you do?
I'm gonna say, yeah, that needs killing, and I'm gonna take aim and fire at it.
Let's get some of these level 2 characters in action here.
I don't know if it'll be any 21 on the attack.
21 is a hit. That's
6.
against kinetic AC,
It is kinetic. Yeah, kinetic.
right?
Yes.
For 6 piercing
6
damage.
piercing damage. I blast
Nice.
it.
Yeah, just and it, like as it punctures through like a piece of blue flesh, like comes out with it, and it's like connected by this like sticky substance. You know, the trails behind it just. And you see like a little like electricity kind of shoot out from behind it.
Why is everything statically charged?
Because you're in a statically charged planet. Just throwing that out there.
I guess that makes
Aw.
sense.
You say that like you set this planet up in that way, but you didn't. Like, we didn't know about that.
Yes, I
We're
totally
learning.
did. Yeah.
Ooh, we're learning.
All right, yeah. So I just chamber a new round, and that will be it for your boy Oren.
All right. It is Felino's turn.
All right, Fel is going to activate his combat tracking, which is more effective now that he is level 2.
So does that give a plus
Gives
2
a
now?
Plus 2 on the
Nice.
attack roll. And we'll use his first overcharge.
Oh.
So that's going to be a normal attack, and if it hits, I get to roll an extra d6.
I hope you crit.
14 on the attack against EAC.
Against EAC.
Sorry, 16 because of the combat tracking.
That is a hit.
Yes. So that does 2 damage plus
2
the,
fire damage
plus the overcharge. Macro is missed. No, there it is. An extra 2 damage.
My man.
So we're looking at 4 damage total, right?
Yep.
So talk to me about this overcharge. What does that look like for you?
So you see this like his hands kind of start to glow, and like circuitry in his hands start to glow, and the battery pack in his rifle heats up a bit and just lets off an extra like an overcharged shot.
Yeah, it's like, you know, like this kind of like swelling, and the laser blast comes out and hits for that extra damage. Nice shot. Zeno, you're up.
Okay, yeah. So first off, Zeno would like to perform I either identify creature or recall knowledge on xenobiology to see if I can assess any kind of like maybe weaknesses it might have or strengths.
Okay, go
My
ahead.
boy, Wicked Smart.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that life science.
All right, doing it.
I appreciate that reference, Emily.
15,
How you like them apples?
Yeah, that's gonna
Oh, and the follow up.
except that like a 15 is really not that good.
Okay. It's okay.
No, I mean, you know that it's a vermin. You know, I'll tell you this, you know, you can get the sense that this thing is mindless. So any mind-affecting attacks will not work on it.
That's good to know because daze only affects humanoids anyway.
Well,
So.
anything that's mind-affecting.
Yeah.
Mind
yeah.
thrust.
Mind
for
thrust is
example.
no good against it.
Okay. All right.
No,
well,
this thing is gonna get a sweet, sweet lead shower. Is what it's gonna get.
so for my second action, yeah,
That's not an action, that's just a free,
it's free action.
yeah.
Yeah, prove me wrong. And then I'm gonna go ahead and level my azimuth laser rifle and take a shot at it.
Take a shot.
Little pew 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 pew.
Standard action, and rolled a 22
That's a hit, my man.
Yeah, boy.
for 5 damage, 5 fire
Nice.
damage.
And
Very
it's,
nice.
And it's dead, so it
No.
won't attack Ziva.
No.
Well,
It is the it is the synapse worm's turn. This is a synapse worm.
Okay, it's a synapse worm.
The real life equivalent.
Good
would be a
call.
ribbon.
Hey guys, it's a synapse worm, right?
It opens its mouth wide. And like its teeth are just like dripping with this fluid. And all of a sudden it goes and like out of its mouth it vomits this 15-foot cone of viscous fluid. I need everybody except for everybody except for it
It looks like it's on a lower layer than me.
Oren.
What it looks like.
No,
on
it's
me.
gonna
Wow.
everybody but
Fuck
Oren is
that.
gonna need to roll a reflex saving throw.
All right,
Gross.
reflex saving
I'm gonna
throw.
use my
That is
made-up-
that is super gross.
I'm
That
gonna
was
use
bad.
my made-up ability to turn it into a fortitude save throw.
Oh,
Oh, so bad. I got an 11.
how about a 17?
Oh, brother.
6, baby.
got a 5.
Got that sweet
I passed.
six.
All right.
It was a DC 5, right?
So Fel got an 11, Zeno got a 5, Ziva got a 17, and Mike got a 6. Fel and Ziva passed, so you're only going to take half damage. We're
No
rolling.
bueno.
So that's 5. So the people that failed take 5 acid damage, and you are dazed.
Oh,
Wow. Okay, so day's condition.
You're dazed for 1 round, which basically just means you can't do anything for a round. And then those of you that saved take 2 damage, and you are not dazed.
All right, so I'm still good.
well.
Ziva,
Okay.
you're up. What is this thing just vomited all over you. I feel like
Really?
this is a problem for Ziva.
Yes, she is not excited at all. Ugh. This is a brand new outfit, and she's gonna level her azimuth laser pistol, and she's actually quite close to it. In fact, oh shit, what's the? I can be up close with the pistol, right?
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
can take a
And
guarded
she's just
step
gonna, she's gonna shoot him in his stupid tentacly
attack?
face. You know what? She is gonna full
Nice.
attack because she's mad as shit.
You're
Please,
probably
God.
gonna miss. I'm
Please,
sorry for
God.
suggesting that.
Oh my god!
Oh, my bad.
She's
What'd
so
you roll?
frustrated.
A
She's so
0.
frustrated. Her
Like,
outfit
yeah,
is ruined.
Yeah.
That number
like-
didn't exist until the Persians.
oh, that's so bad. A critical fail and a 10. Neither which hit. Ziva, you just 2 bullets go. Like he just bats him away with his tongue in a feat of extreme dexterity. No good. This is no good.
That's that, and because that was a full attack, I can't do anything else. So, yay!
Mike, you are dazed, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay, round 2, Oren.
he can't
Okay.
answer because he's dazed.
I am going to also full attack. I'm gonna go ahead and just 2 rounds. Give him that lead shower.
Oh my god, another 10 and another critical fail.
How does that
What the
happen back to
fuck?
back like that?
That's rough, dude. Rough stuff.
Wow.
I feel like that's like we should have a do-over because obviously that's something's
No,
rigged.
no, we just here's the thing. The full attack is a lie. Okay, let's take a moment
now
The
it
cake
is.
is a lie.
and talk about the fact that level 2 characters
It shouldn't be
just
full
have no
attacking.
business
No.
full
Yeah.
attacking. We
Like,
need to wait
it-
till we have like
High
plus
level.
15 to our attack roll.
Right,
Right.
because it's such a big negative. It's a minus 4.
Too
yeah.
tempting, dude.
Yeah.
Level
Yeah.
2 double attack. Are you kidding me? It's so tempting.
It's so tempting, but it's
I
not
can-
good enough.
I
can
double
full
crit
attack.
the other day.
You're dazed.
Here's the
Yeah.
deal: if you're gonna do a full attack, you need to be prone, so it evens out.
Right,
Do
because
you-
you get a +2
That's
if you're
true.
prone.
But
No,
you have
that's
to
not
get
true.
prone
I
thought
before.
you-
You have to get
Four.
prone.
No,
You get +4.
no. Prone increases
plus
your
4.
AC.
Ah, shit!
No,
you right. You right.
+4 by AC.
I just
We're
remembered
scrubs.
numbers.
How dare we play this game?
I know.
Yeah.
Just let's
We-
quit.
Sorry.
Let's just
Hey,
make the rules up as we
so
go.
so am I good? I dropped out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
no,
mean, I can hear you.
you
Yeah.
were dazed. You were properly
dazed.
dazed.
I'm not. I know I was dazed. I'm saying, am I good? Like
Yeah.
vocally.
Yes, you're fine.
Beautiful.
Fel, you didn't get dazed, did you? You passed.
I did not. I did pass.
Okay, so it's you're up.
Fel is going to move to hopefully get out.
What?
of the
I
next
didn't. I didn't get a
cone attack.
turn.
You were dazed. You can't do
Oh,
anything.
okay. I'm sorry.
You can't do
I
anything.
fucking dropped out of the call, man. I'm sorry.
I know, but we
he's
like
still
said it
dazed.
like 3 times just now.
Alright, fuck.
So, Fel, what you got?
All right, Fel's going to hopefully be able to move away from the next cone attack if another one's coming. So he's going to go around to the left side of, or I guess the what is it, the port side of the ship, and take a shot at this, take an overcharge shot at this worm thing.
So overcharge you can just do at will
It's
as
an
many
at
times.
will, as many times I want.
And there's no negative modifier.
The negative to it is that it uses 3 times as much ammunition.
Okay.
There you go. There's
okay.
a
That's
So an 18 on the attack with
that's a hit with a max.
fucking A.
max
damage.
damage, and let's get that overcharge damage.
My Varanthe.
for 2.
That is just enough with
For
the
Thani.
overcharge
For
to
Thani.
kill the synapse worm.
Nice.
Fucking A. Just explodes.
Yeah.
Phil. Phil.
Yeah, overpower, man.
Fell
Shit,
with
yeah.
grinning ear
Or
to
overcharge.
ear.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's gross, but he's just like, holy shit, guys! This, I don't know why I didn't think to do this before. This just makes so much sense.
Gets all over Ziva's dress.
Yeah, Ziva's like like slopping it off of her arms. She's like, "Yes, thank you, Felino. That is most appreciated."
Yeah, anytime. Like, you just let me know. You need something blown up, I'll shoot it.
She's gonna kind of
Don't
look
we got
over her
token
shoulder
spell?
at Arn and be like, "He doesn't understand sarcasm, does he?" Okay, all right.
Oh no, I get it. I just don't care.
Yeah.
Don't accept it.
There's no prestidigitation.
I have token spell. Yeah. So Orin will walk up to Zeva and like just sort of wave his hand as a little starlight just magically undoes the damage, and he's gonna
Look at
say,
that.
"Maybe you shouldn't wear expensive dresses into the jungle."
Okay, first off, it's not a dress. This is a romper. So, you know,
It's a
thank
romper.
you, thank you. But, you know, check yourself. So,
It's a romper.
So you got to
It's
take
a
it off
romper.
completely.
Hey, she's
Yes.
right. That is a romper.
Everybody
He
take
just,
100.
Zeno just looks quizzically at him.
Everybody take 120 XP,
Lit.
and let's not forget that all of you have inspirations that you can use.
How much
yeah.
XP?
120.
Thank you.
1644, right?
45.
I'm at 4 out of 4.
You shouldn't have a 4.
1675.
What?
Wait.
All right, we have conflicting views.
Hold on.
I mean, it should all be multiples of 5.
It's 1645. If y'all got the same experience I did, it's 1645.
Pretty sure we've all been together and done
Yep.
everything together.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sitting at 1525 right now.
And then you gain 120
Oh,
experience.
sorry. I did bad math.
Am I not talking into the mic?
No.
not happening?
No.
No, I did a typo on the calculator. I just looked at my history.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, what did you say, Adam? What?
I said that
No,
I hate
I'm
all your band
What was that?
recommendations.
Wait, what?
Is Mikey? Is he even talking?
I'm a pray. You
Is
know
this
what,
motherfucker
Adam?
even talking?
You know what? I'm
What?
gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray for you.
Thoughts and
Bless
prayers.
You know what?
Prayer.
You know what? Bless your fucking heart.
Fucking hard.
Okay, so you guys kind of made pretty quick work of the synapse worm that greeted you here. What now?
Fel wants to see what happened with his ship. Like, if there's anything he can glean from just look. I know it's crashed and in horrible
Yeah,
shape.
I'd like
but,
to inspect the material.
Yeah, I'd like to
Fel's
look
main
around.
interest really is to see, and we'll probably have to go inside him, of course, to do this, but to see what happened to it. Like, see why it crashed.
I mean, there's no way to tell from just looking at you can definitely tell that it crashed a long time ago, and it buried itself into the ground. The ground has then since grown up over it, but I mean, you have no idea what caused the crash. You can't.
No, I'm just saying.
So I
that's
mean,
what Fel's interested in.
basically, somebody is gonna have to go in this ship.
We're all gonna have to go.
No,
If
for
not
sure,
all of us.
for sure. But I mean, can we do a quick like exterior check to see if there are any other guards like Aslanti?
I mean, so as I said, like you have a very clean look at this thing.
Okay.
You know, like the back of it is sticking out of kind of a hill, a large hill or whatever, and it's totally open in front of it. The only guard that you see is dead, obviously killed by the synapse worm when she wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
So there was a guard posted here, but was only recently killed. You can tell that the kill was fairly recent. You know, within the day, probably earlier this morning, even. You know.
Okay.
All right, so Orin reloads first,
Okay.
and then he's gonna step up beside Mike on the tail and try to get in. No time like the present.
Well, like, are we all going in this thing? Because I had the thought that, like, somebody could keep watch on the top of it, make sure nobody comes in behind you.
Sounds like you suggested yourself.
So just a little behind the curtain, like this is a dungeon. You guys are gonna all want to go through this together.
Okay. All right.
just
all right.
just to save you guys some headache
All right.
and time.
All right.
We are,
All right, so
we are a team, Mike.
I
We
will
stay
go
together.
first. I'll. Is there like a closed door? What kind of door is it?
This is. Can you
A
see?
hatch. It's a hatch, right?
Right, and it's open, so you should be able to see in there now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Orin
Yeah.
will take a step in, gun drawn.
Sure.
What do I see?
Well, get a marching order here.
I think it's been pretty established that me and Aaron go first.
Right, but there's only room for Orin to step in right here, so you're gonna go right behind him.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody else get in your marching order. So we got Mike behind Orin, kind of having his back. Who's behind Mike?
Fel would be behind Mike.
Okay.
The Zebra will take behind
Yeah.
Phil.
There we go.
All right, bet. All right, Orin, so you step in. You see a sleek hall that's well lit by gold-trimmed sconces and the blinking lights of the wall-mounted terminal near an exterior hatch to the west. The eastern end of the hall is crushed and collapsed, leaving only a doorway and an alcove to the southwest and another doorway in the center of the south wall. So there's a doorway about, I don't know, 5, 10, 15, 25 feet in front of you to the east.
Mm-hmm.
And then the hallway you're at the corner of a L hallway.
Sure.
And at the one that's going south, there's also another door there. What's interesting is that there is power on in the ship. You know, this is lit.
Yeah.
And there is a terminal kind of right next to you. Right to the south of you, you see a terminal.
All right, but there's nobody in the room.
There's nobody in the room.
Right. So I'll just step through and load my rifle and say clear, and move up to let everybody else in.
Cool.
Like, how lit is it? Are there like
It's very well lit.
Balloons and Jaeger bombs everywhere? Or?
No. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
Yeah, it's Rumpelman's lit.
I move into the room, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, Mike does that. I feel like he stays near Aaron because we know without us, you'd all die.
Exactly.
Yeah, and Phil wants to check out that terminal.
Okay. You see like a little finger pad right there. You see like a screen, and below it is like a little strip that you intuit. You would know that you could just like bring your finger across and it would turn it on. So, I mean, do you want to turn it on?
Yeah, I want to do that.
All right. And on the computer screen, you see this like holographic bust of a middle-aged Aslanti man, but he's like made out of a bunch of tiny blue glyphs. So it's like constructing this headshot of this middle-aged man. He's got very small, round spectacles on his, like, kind of resting at the bridge of his nose, and he speaks in Aslanti. And he looks at you and he goes, "Non-Aslanti filth, what are you doing here on my ship?"
Wait, your ship?
Well,
Does
I
Phil
am-
speak Aslanti?
It's literally only you.
And
Actually,
Ziva.
yeah, Phil looks at it and is like, hey, Oren.
he's talking
Uh,
shit.
Apparently, they know we're here. I'm gonna close the connection.
So before you do, let me just like, this is the. He's
Don't
like,
do that.
Is
He's
this
like, no,
AI
no.
or is this?
Yeah, he's like, no. I'm just the AI of this ship. I want to talk to the human. The only humans are worth my time to talk to. All the rest of you are filth.
Excuse me.
Mike hisses.
Well, you don't understand that. Only
Ziva hisses.
Tone, the tone, it's just hiss.
Just
Well, Josh says, "Excuse me."
So I will approach the terminal, and
Finally, somebody of good stock. Are you Aslanti?
I speak in Aslanti and say, would it matter if I was?
But of course, there's only one master race. You're either a part of it or you're not.
Fucking space Nazis,
Corrupted
man.
AI, man.
You're either
Fucking
the
space
master or
Nazis.
the servants. Which are you, my dear boy?
Right
Ziva's
now.
gonna pipe up and say, real quick, "We are his servants in Aslanti."
Ah, I see. This makes more sense. So you brought these are all of your consorts and workers, yes?
Not knowing even what is being said, I just step up behind Aaron to look tough.
Yeah, they're with me.
All right, go ahead and roll a bluff check, man.
Can I assist?
You can definitely assist.
I have
That's a big assist.
I have a 3 to bluff. I rolled a 6.
Oh, he's trying.
He says, "Now, wait a minute. Your Aslanti doesn't sound pure. You're not speaking our language properly."
I am gonna slam my fist on the table and in Aslanti say, "Listen here, you little shit. We ask the questions around here." You know?
Oh,
If-
is that so? And like the blue glyphs turn to red, and his face gets like really like furious. He's like, "I will not give any information to non-Aslanti. I'm shutting down now, and I'm reporting to the
I'm just gonna
bridge."
slam at is there a screen or is it just like
It's like an iPad, you know.
yeah.
I'm about to hack the shit out of this AI.
I'm just gonna slam. I'm like pissed. I hit it. You know what I mean? I know it's.
I do appreciate that you were trying to do an intimidate check, and I was about to back you up so
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, well, it's an
I-
AI,
I-
so
yeah.
it's not worried about
I'm
Just that's what he's trying to do.
yeah.
As Zivas hears all of this and sees Oron's reaction, she's gonna push Fel and be like, "Go, shut it down."
All right, Fel, let me get a computer's check.
All right. I'm actually going to use my advantage on this.
It's not advantage. It's a +2. to your
Plus
roll.
2, sorry. Yeah,
It would be nice if it wasn't
inspiration is what I'm
invented,
looking
wouldn't it?
So that gives me a 22 on the roll.
22. It just, you're like trying to hack it. You're furiously, and you just hear the AI. No, only Aslanti would have the skills necessary to hack me, you foolish, lanky, worthless, bug-eyed garbage.
Fel understands none of that. Just realizes that he's not.
Orin
hacking it.
kicks the terminal. Just
Yeah, I mean, you kick it and you knock it over, and it like crashes in some sparks, and I mean, it's shut down either way. You know,
Mike
Let me
Mike
try.
also kicks the terminal.
Let me try.
Oh no, it's done.
Oh, it's done. Okay,
It's done.
All right.
It's
Wait,
done.
shit.
looks like we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way, folks.
Yeah, gonna have to do this the hard way.
Mike crackles his fucking gauntlet.
Do we see on the doors, like, are they open or do they have some kind of fancy keypads?
Okay, so the door to the south of Felino, that just looks like a normal door, like a normal just ship hatch, you know. However, well, no, I'm sorry. Both doors just look like normal ship hatch doors. You know, they're kind of like sliding hatch doors.
All right, so pick a door, somebody.
Well, are there like terminals at the doors?
No.
Do we see any of that nifty green Aslanti writing above the doors that says kitchen?
No,
This is
I'm
pre-gap.
thinking. No, I'm thinking that
Oh.
the Aslanti that came here and captured the ship essentially planted their own AI into its systems.
I think
Well,
we're
this
also
is-
locked out of both of these doors.
This is
No,
an
no,
old
you said it was a
Atlantis
rune.
ship.
Oh,
was,
it is an old
this
Atlantis.
is
It was
a
using, like,
pre-gap
the
AI.
glyph.
This is a pre-gap Atlantis ship.
Okay.
There's some magic tech going on that shit. Let's go to the hard south door.
Okay.
It's
Okay. Mike can take point. Orin will follow.
I'm
Fel-
staying where I'm at with my gun drawn, my pistol drawn.
I want to get in the forward position too.
So who's opening the door?
I'll open the door, but I want to be like kind of tucked off in the corner there as I open.
I
I'm
mean,
not trying to
Ziva will open
walk
Can we
right
post
through
up
it,
against
like
some-
marching merrily through or anything.
Can you post up against the wall as you open the door?
That's what he's saying.
Get
Yeah,
us
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
So just
Right.
So just pick your square, Orin, and kind of put yourself there. Yeah. So he sets up to. Well, you went a little too far, my dude.
Well, you know, I'm trying to.
flavor placement.
Yeah, but like I get you, but you know the squares matter to a degree. Like I get that you're up against the wall and you got those benefits there. And so you just kind of get up and you just like got your back against the wall, got your gun in one hand, and you reach out, like activate the door, slides open, and it opens up into what must be the room you saw in Sedona's transmission, the engine room.
Ooh.
This enormous engine room did not fare well in the ship's crash. Huge turbines are knocked askew. Wires hang loose and red warning lights flare all around the room. Most of the room is covered in moss and creeping vines. An area at the eastern end of the room contains 2 doors. The north door that you just opened appears intact, while the east door is askew in its frame. What was once a door to the south is now nothing but charred slag, destroyed in an explosion that seems much more recent than the other damage to this room.
So again, nobody inside, right? I mean,
You can't see anybody just like planted there. You know, it seems empty.
So all right, I'll move up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Xeno's gonna
Into
follow.
this room,
Yeah,
Okay.
Fel's gonna follow as well.
and pretty quickly, Orin will be drawn to the rune drive. Right, it's in here. Right?
Likewise.
It's
Yeah.
gone.
Well, it's gone.
Oh yeah,
It's
it's
gone. It's
stolen.
just
Yeah, that's
missing.
right. Yeah.
They
Mike, where are you going to
collected
be?
it.
Mike is staying in the hallway to protect
Yeah.
all the doorways.
An android colonist stole
So
it.
Ziva, or who was the last one through?
I'd
Ziva
say
or
Ziva
Fel?
probably was, because Fel moved in
Yeah.
and was in front of her.
Sure.
Ziva,
Yeah.
when you step through,
Hold up.
everybody roll initiative.
Ah, shit.
As you hear some, all of a sudden you hear some clattering from up in the shadows of the ceiling of this room, and some flapping of some wings as something descends upon you.
Oh, God.
And two, like, winged creatures descend from the shadows in the rafters of this room. Electrovores is what they are.
Great.
And they're like almost have like seahorse type bodies, but they have big wings and big like teethy mouth with two bright blue eyes, and they are crackling with electricity.
Shit, guys.
The door is still open, though,
The
right?
door is still open.
Okay.
Let's talk about initiative. What'd y'all get?
Zero
I rolled
roll. Go ahead.
An 18.03.
18. Okay.
Xeno got a 9.
Okay.
Fel got a 7.
Okay. Mike, what'd you get?
21.01.
Oh, okay. Ziva?
A 21.02.
Get wrecked, scrub.
Hey, I'm better than
With a
everyone.
dexterity
except-
modifier works.
Which works out perfectly because
I'm better than everyone except the captain.
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go. Hey.
Like
There you
in
go.
truth and in this role.
All right. Ziva, you got the jump on this one.
all right. So she is, as a free action, going to say, "Mike, get in here," and is going to. Ew, that's not a pretty thing. Oh, that's super grody.
Yeah.
Just put the zoomed in on the token for us so we can see what this Electrovore looks like. It's nasty.
I don't love it. I do not love it. But yes, she is going to go ahead and use a get 'em on the most southern creature,
Okay.
and then level her pistol at it and give it the old shotarooski. That's
The
what they
old-
call it.
The old Shadowrooski. Get him with the Shadowrooski.
Or not.
Emily's
with a
Get 'em
6.
is becoming the new Papa Rage,
Papa Rage.
Yeah, it is.
which is
Well,
nobody listening will
but
get
it's
that.
but it's called that. Rage is just called rage.
Yeah.
You know.
But we're gonna need her to step up her.
You're just
her
gonna have to
dialogue
say
for Get 'em.
get them in character is what you're gonna have to do, and then
Yes.
we'll all just know.
Okay.
All right. But
You
you
see that
missed.
one down there? Fuck him up. That's it. There we go.
Like, I don't know if you need to get your sight adjusted or what, but you miss again.
Just okay. Okay. Just okay. That's it. That's all I've got. I'm done.
Okay. Mike, you're up there in the hallway.
Yeah. Well, Mike's Vesk senses are gonna pop off.
The Vesky
And-
sense.
Yeah, and okay. Well, I looked at this earlier. I see you measuring my distance, but I already
That was
measured
you
my
measuring.
distance.
I was
Okay,
curious.
he can move 20 feet and get. God damn it! Which one of you nerds is in my space?
The nerdiest of the nerds.
So Zeno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't go there.
So you're. I can't, but I can move 5 more feet and get directly in front of Ziva.
Yeah, so
Yes.
you can move through
Yep.
friendly spaces, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah, that's what I'm
A
doing.
lot of drama.
But I rush forward and push Zeno to the side into the wall like a bully. I'm sorry, and move past him, and I stand directly in front of the captain, and I'll take a pistol shot on the monster.
Which one? There's two. We have two Electrovores here. We have Electro and we have Vor. Electro is to the north.
I
and
can
Vor is to the
only
south.
see one. Oh no, I see the other. Okay, no, the one in front of me, the southern.
The one
Vor?
that your captain
There
just
you
told
go.
you to get him.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Get him.
Yeah.
Get him. All right, let's get that roll, my dude. Oh,
16.
That's gonna do. Actually, a 17, but
17 with the get him.
Because
Yeah.
you get him, yeah.
that's a hit.
Yeah. So he just like puts himself right in front of Ziva, does the like seatbelt mom
You stop
his-
short with me.
with his gauntlet hand, and then shoots with his left hand with a pistol and hits for 5 damage, 5
Nice
piercing
aim.
damage.
5
I like
piercing damage. Very good. Very good.
Very nice.
Okay.
Good job, Mike.
Thank
Lauren,
you.
you're up.
All right, I will give you 2 guesses as to what I'm gonna do.
Full attack.
No, fuck that. Fuck that. Okay, I am gonna shoot him though. Shoot him.
Shoot him.
Shoot him.
Shoot
a little bit.
8. It wouldn't have mattered if I full attacked or not.
Oh, dude, that's a miss, dude.
Yep.
8's
Alright.
gonna miss.
Oh, it's
Here's what-
technically a 9.
Technically a 9. Yeah, I mean I don't want to diminish your contribution to my 9.
That's your turn.
I
Move
feel like
action?
I need to move. Yeah, I think I need to take. I don't know. We're sort of surrounded. It doesn't really matter. I don't think, unless it has a crazy cone attack.
Yeah, might be good to
It's
split up.
possible.
Yeah, so Oren's gonna like just move through Mike's square here, and then down around, and just like take a little bit of a flanking position.
That's nice.
Around behind the southern.
I like your
Trevor.
tactics.
Very nice. Very nice. Nerdiest of the nerds, Xeno 5, you're up.
Well, he's going to adjust his glasses, sharpen his pencil. No, he's going to actually fire his azimuth laser rifle. Standard action. Right at the south one, called Vor. You said?
Wow, we got a critical.
Oh, we got a critical hit.
we got a critical.
You got a
Big
fucking
crit,
critical?
boy.
Oh my god!
Hey, every time that you get a critical,
Wah,
you've
wah,
got
wah.
to shoot him up! Shoot him up!
Okay, so that's going to be 11 damage on
That's
this turn,
25,
and then-
by the way. Thank you for the get him.
Yes, yes,
Right.
yes, yes.
And then it's going to take 6 burn damage on its turn. Because you got max damage on that burn.
Yeah. So you just kind of see Xeno's like android eyes just kind of like, just kind of focusing on that, and
You
just
really
kinda,
did
like,
adjust
getting
your
that.
glasses, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yep.
right. Exactly.
Yeah, so-
Adjust my
Full tilt.
optics.
Full
you
tilt
know?
anime adjusts like
The Vor the Electro Vor just as it just like blast this. I mean, that's a huge hit. Like,
Yes.
and then and you see like the laser like catch its wings on fire, and then on its turn, it's gonna take 6 damage. I mean, this thing is on its last wing, and as part of its death throw attempt here, it's gonna just move in to right here. And it's gonna spend
Where is right here?
right in front of Mike.
There we go.
To the south of Mike. And it's going to spend a resolve point. Yes, these things have resolve points.
Wow. Did not know that.
And you see it just discharge all that electric energy. All creatures within 10 feet must roll a reflex save.
That's everybody.
Hey,
I knew it was a cone.
no, look, hear me out. I'm going to use my bodyguard feat
Oh my
to
god.
give Ziva a +2, and I'm going to take a
No,
-2.
but that's just to AC. This is a
It
reflex
doesn't attack
save.
AC at all.
This is a reflex save.
Oh, okay. All right.
you know what? Take an inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay, from Captain.
I will use my inspiration on.
Are you within 10 feet?
Oh,
You are. You sure are.
Yeah, I mean it's like defeats the whole purpose of
So-
moving,
so-
but okay.
So is an inspiration a bonus to
+2.
It's a +2.
plus
so
to
it's-
the roll?
That's gonna give me a 20.
so it's a radius from itself. It's not a cone.
Correct.
Okay.
Anything, it just electricity
Emanates.
just
Got it.
And
shoots out.
and it's reflex.
It's reflex, yes.
I got a 15.
I want to use. I rolled it. I don't know how to use my. Do I just get to roll
You just
again?
plus,
If I,
no, you just add 2.
Oh, well, then I don't
inspirations is just a +2 to your roll.
all right, I fail.
You do fail.
Yeah.
Felino and Mike just you get hit by the full brunt of this electricity. You each take 6 electric damage, and you are staggered for 1 round.
No.
The rest of you take 3, but you are not staggered.
Okay.
Okay.
The other Electrovore is going to try to tail slap Fel.
Double oh no.
And it swoops down. It's like flat for 24 is going to hit for max damage, 7 bludgeoning damage.
All right, guys,
To
I'm
Fel.
down into my HP.
Ouch.
Oh my god. Okay.
And you're
This
up,
isn't
Fel.
great. This is not great.
Yeah, Fel is going to. God, he's kind of in a pickle. He's gonna try and finish off the shrug off the tail whip from the other one and try and finish off the one that is almost dead.
Okay.
Just with a normal attack. Actually, move ability, he's going to use combat tracking on it first and then make the attack.
Okay.
To be a 9, 10
That'll be a
for to
10.
get him.
Still not enough to do it though.
Ugh.
Yeah. You just are just too rocked by that tail. It just and it's like got you like you know.
Yeah, Fel's hurting.
Yeah. Did you guys put your staggered effect on?
I did.
That's why you rolled so bad then, because
Yeah.
it's -2. Okay, round 2, Ziva. These another just nasty creature just fucking your world up. What you got?
Ooh. Ah, fuck. We're gonna stay right here because I want to refresh my get 'em
On the same one?
on the same one,
Okay.
and is going to call out to Auron as a free action and say, as soon as you can, get behind him. We need to flank him. And then is going to try and lean around Mike and take a shot.
Okay.
Is that going to be any kind of
Yeah, it's gonna have a little cover
okay.
bonus, but yeah,
A 6
bad
isn't
rolls.
going
Such
to
a
get
mess.
it.
Damn.
Such
this
bad
is the
rolls tonight.
this is the drone bots all over again, dude.
Oh god, I just want to throw my keyboard across.
It's like 10 XP each, you know.
Mike, this thing is like you could thump it on the nose and kill it.
Well, Mike's gonna punch at it.
All right.
I thump it
Come
with
on,
my
Mike.
fist.
And I'm gonna go ahead and use my inspiration for this. I'm not doing a full attack,
Okay.
but I'm gonna use my inspiration. 27.
27 hits for 8 bludgeoning. And you just like bust it right out, and it just clumps to the ground.
Finally.
Dead.
Okay.
Dead.
And hey, by the way, down goes Frazier.
Down
Yeah,
goes
that's right.
Frazier. Have you been keeping track of your kills, man?
Fuck no! I have to do so much re-listening. I'm well over 12. I know that for
Yeah,
sure.
it's quite a few. All right, but one Vor the Electrovore is down, but Electro the Electrovore is still up. Hasn't been touched. Oren, you're up.
I think, or just seeing Mike obviously just punch the shit out of that one, he'll just turn, take aim at Electro, and fire.
Come on, I believe in
Come
you.
on, baby. Oh my god!
boy.
Critical fail!
What the
hell?
fuck?
I just want to say your critical fail is a 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I
Oh
know.
my god,
This is
dude.
the drone situation all over again.
It really is. Like, this is bad.
RNG.
Man,
This is so
dude.
bad.
Xeno.
All of my spirit is crushed.
Okay, so Zeno is going to rush south past the these electronics and whatnot towards next to Aeon, and he's going to lift his hand up and kind of jutting forward. Oops. And he's going to cast magic missile. So you're just going to see energy just kind of fly out of his out of the palm.
So you're doing that as a full attack?
It didn't actually ask me if I wanted to do a full attack.
No, it won't.
Full attack or
So
not.
if you want
But
to
you know
move-
what? Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't if you move.
Oh yeah, that's right. I can't.
Oh,
So it's
yeah,
only
right.
going to be 2.
All right, so
Only
2,
going
but
to be
that's
2.
full. You got max damage on one of those, on both those rolls. No, on one.
Yeah.
But either way, it's 8 force damage. Just
Well,
shoo, shoo.
It just says first attack, so I still need to do one more, right?
No, you don't. That's 2d4 plus 2.
Oh,
That's your
okay.
roll.
I see that. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, but still, nice chunk, 8 damage, and it kind of just, and it takes both those right to the grill.
And
it's
that'll
just-
be my turn.
Phil's
it's-
about to get hit.
Oh,
Oh, this
boy.
is so bad.
Guarded
for Phil.
step, my dude.
So the Electivore is gonna kind of swoop in closer, and it's gonna spend a resolve point.
Oh,
Fuck.
my God.
Everybody roll a reflex save.
We are beyond 10 feet.
Yeah. So actually,
yeah, Orange
Arn
Xeno
and
will do no such thing.
No.
the rest of you, I will need this reflex save.
No, a 10.
I don't want to.
Oh my God, Mike! Oh my God!
Any inspirations left between y'all?
No.
Damn.
I have one inspiration, and I'm gonna use this. I think.
There you go.
Yep. No. Fuck off.
11.
Just throw it to me.
Oh my gosh, you guys all fail. You guys are all staggered, and you all take 3 minimum damage from that.
Thank
3
God.
Thank
electric
goodness.
damage. Put that staggered on Fel. Can you do something about this, man?
Not so much.
Well, he's trying.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm going to make a guarded step.
Okay.
Kind of try and create a little bit of distance. Hopefully it won't turn and attack me if it comes back around to its turn. And use overcharge to shoot him.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
Good. So that's 7 damage on the normal attack and an extra 1 damage on the overcharge.
You
Still
bloody
eight.
him.
8
You
total.
You bloody him with that. Just lock in
Guys,
that
he's
shot.
almost dead. Somebody finish this thing off before he finishes me off.
Round 3.
Just help me out, Captain.
All right.
Ziva.
All right. Mike, you know what to do. Get him. And then she is going to aim
Aren't they
again with her beautiful pistol, by the way, which
Yes,
is
it's
kind
a very
of
nice pistol.
It's got a gold inlay on it. It's kind of fabulous. And because I gave it its due, it's gonna shoot really, really well.
Looks like a critical.
Yeah, it did.
Hey! I just want to say, Emily, you know what you have to do, right? You got to shoot him up! Shoot him up!
Did it? I did.
You got it. That's going to be 5 damage, and then a burn effect. It's still flying though, but it is close to dead.
Whole burn.
Nice.
All right, Mike. You just saw her just get this beautiful shot off. Just like she's petting her gun as she shoots. It's okay. It's okay. Full connect, like right,
it's not
right in the
creepy at
mouth.
all.
It, like goes in the
It was
mouth and out its
elegant.
cheek. You know.
It was elegant, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
No, Mike grins to begin with. He's in such a good mood, and he walks forward 5 feet, just in that boxer stance, ready to deliver a right hook.
Right hook coming at Electro.
10.
It's a miss.
11.
Still a miss. Oren, I feel like I can feel Oren's frustrations.
Yeah,
Let's channel that into
but,
a
all right,
bullet.
so here's the thing. Oren's good buddy Fel is like right in his line of sight. So Oren's gonna take 2 steps over to the left.
So that's not. traversable
traversable.
Yeah, because it's like those are the jet engines. So the rune drive isn't here, but those are the regular thruster engines.
I'm sorry. Do you have to be within a certain, like a 5-foot range of the enemy for it to be flanking?
Yes.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, you have. It's flanking's melee only.
That is accurate. I
That's
apologize.
right.
This is a bad shot. So we're gonna say, "Fel, get down," and I'm gonna try a shot to.
I mean, you'll only hit him if you critically fail.
That is possible, though. You know what I mean?
Nah, you're good. You're
That
totally
happened
fine.
last round. 14.
15.
15.
15.
Hits.
7 piercing
Seven.
damage.
And you shoot him out of the air like Duck Hunt.
God.
Oh my
Wow.
Dear.
y'all.
god.
Goodness.
I need to take a breather. I'm not feeling so high.
You are
my-
not alone.
Titanium Mike immediately turns 180 to Ziva. Says, "Are you all right, Captain?"
I am, Mike. Thank you very much. You're a
Big
gentleman and a.
I'm a big lizard tough
Oh,
man.
whatever.
Heard, yeah. I'm not a scholar. I'm not any of those things. But like, are you okay?
I am fine. Phil.
I know you're fine, right?
Oh. Did you suffer a concussion?
I'm sorry. Yeah, well, I may have.
Everybody
Won't be the
take
first.
240 XP.
240.
How about you get that 10-minute, Fel?
Yeah, I'm gonna take 10 minutes.
You're gonna take 10 here.
I'd like to investigate while he's taking
Yeah,
his 10.
Fel's gonna go into the corner and just like sit down and just kind of catch his breath.
Yeah, I mean, Fel just got
Recollect
fucked
himself.
up. You know,
I'm so sorry.
How
What
much was
that
it?
again?
240.
We should be at 1885.
Yes.
Okay. So Fel's gonna he's gonna spend a resolve. Get the short rest action. You guys are gonna. I mean, so the rest of the room just looks to be like destroyed engines, you know. And then, as I said, there's that other area to the south that looks like an explosion recently happened. Let's see. You can roll an engineering check, Zeno.
All right. There you go.
Oh, dude,
28, my
19.
dude.
Great.
29. Nope, never mind.
Man,
Disregard.
shut up.
Disregard.
28.
Get him.
Get on the sleigh. No, but that's a really great roll. You can determine that this was probably caused from the power being turned back on, and it created like a little surge in here and an explosion that caved this in pretty recently, like within the last couple days.
What you think about it, mate?
This doesn't appear to have happened very long ago. It appears this damage here is more recent.
So, but the ship landed a while ago, but like this just happened.
Yes. And within just the past few days.
Oh shit!
That means that someone else has been here.
Well, we know that the Aslanti, they came when they
Indeed.
captured Sedona,
And the hatch door was open.
and they took the drive somehow, which
And they took
we
the
can
drive.
assume was
And
in
they
here.
took Sedona.
But only a few days ago.
So like we keep moving forward, yeah.
Seems to
Oh,
be
yeah.
the logical progression.
Can is there any way that we can kind of? No, never mind. I mean, we can't like. Do we perceive anything else in this room?
I would
No,
actually love to see if there's anything like char, like, okay,
Yeah.
no, there's no
No,
char.
like
nothing.
this is just the engine room. You notice that there is a harness where you presume that the rune drive once was,
Right.
but it's empty, you know, and the rest of it is just wreckage of torn wires, and obviously these electrovores have been like kind of feeding off of this electricity, you know, and eating off of it. But it's just a bunch of wreckage. This door to the east, as I said, it's a little bit off of its is kind of off its track. It has been knocked off track. So if you want to try to get through that door, you're going to have to either try to get it back on track with a strength roll or an engineering roll.
I mean,
Hang on.
kick
Everybody
that
stop.
motherfucker.
One second. Are we taking the 10?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's already done.
Yeah, then might as
Yeah.
well.
Okay, well, all right. So please adjust your stats so I can see them. But Fel's missing HP. How much HP are you missing, Fel?
I'm at 12 out of 16.
Okay.
Can I go ahead and do my resolve? Take 10.
Yes.
And okay,
yes.
since Fel's okay, cool.
I'm not going to spend a resolve point for 3 stamina. I'll be okay.
That's smart.
Yeah, I'm good on good on stamina. I'm 5 down on health, but
How are
I
you
got
5 down on health?
I think you need to switch that.
No, that's your stamina right there, buddy. You got 20 stamina, right?
He's got 20 health and 20
I
stamina.
have 20 stamina. I have 20 max stamina. Oh no,
Right.
I've got them backwards. I got them backwards.
Yeah,
I have,
there you go.
I have 15 HP.
Huh?
I have 15 HP.
But you're
left.
full on HP, right?
Nope.
You should be. Why aren't you?
Why should I be?
Well, what damage have you taken? You were full when you came here.
Didn't Madeline heal you up?
Yeah.
Oh well, then 2020. I'll take it.
No, you're 15 stamina and 20 HP.
There you go.
Your
But
HP
we just
shouldn't have
took a 10-minute rest.
Oh well, if you have to. I didn't know you were using.
You gonna use a resolve on that?
to get that 5 back.
Oh well, then no. It's just 15 stamina, 15 or 20 HP.
There we go.
I just have them backwards.
Just to speak it, I also took that 10 and spent a resolve.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, y'all spending up the resolve in the second room. Just saying.
I have 2 resolve left.
I can
Alright.
always spend resolve, but I can't heal myself if
Yeah,
I'm
but if you don't
dead.
have a resolve when you're unconscious, you die.
I still got. I'm good. I'm good.
All right, so this door. How you guys gonna handle the door?
Fel wants to engineer it.
You want to try
and-
to engineer it, huh?
And if this doesn't work, have Mike or Mike kick it in.
Okay.
Let's get the engineering check for
Oh,
22.
yeah, you get it. You just like kind of apply your physics, get a little crowbar action, just knock it back into
just-
place.
Excuse me.
Pokes it
Fel
with a
uses
screwdriver.
wrench.
A wrench.
Or
okay.
wrench. Excuse me.
Your spanner.
Yeah, but if called for, you would use another tool.
If I had one,
He only uses wrenches.
all he
Period.
has. Everything I do is done with wrenches. This
That's
one wrench
bullshit, and
does
you know
everything
it.
I do.
So, anyways, the door opens, slides open, revealing another hallway with a door on each side of the hallway, one to the north and one to the south, kind of midway through the hallway. The hallway ends in a wall of rock where the rock's kind of pierced into the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody want to take point on this? Because I'm sure as hell not.
Okay.
I mean, I'll take the front, no matter what, you know.
The door to our north is going to lead into the same room that the far eastern door in the first room we went into. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It looks like they connect, I think.
Yeah.
It'll go to the same room that other door would have gone to.
Correct.
All right, well, just tell me where I'm going, Captain.
Let's go in and let's go ahead and check just to be on the safe side. Check the north door.
Yeah, let's go.
So we're going through the north one.
We're going to slide cautiously while having our backs pressed against the wall.
All right,
So
so
that it's a nice...
everybody
blank-
get into position that they want to be.
Got Mike, Oron.
I'm going
Ziva.
third. Oh, yeah, fourth.
Where did Mike go? Oh, he wasn't up there yet. Okay. Warp.
And Mike, where are you?
And we're opening the north or south
Yeah.
door?
North.
North. Okay.
Mike, do you want to get into position? What? Where are you going?
Thinking about it.
Am I going north? She just
No,
said
go
north.
into the
through
hallway.
the hall. Go into the hall and then go north.
Yeah, going through the
Where
door
everybody
that we
else
just opened
went.
up to the east and then go to the north.
He just kind of comes out here. Mike, are you there?
I'm here. You guys have been quite confusing.
Okay, so you press the activator and it's like, and it opens into a pitch black room.
What can I see with my low light vision?
Yep.
Well,
Same.
as you step up to the door, you see what looks to be a techno-magical lab.
Really?
You see some laboratory equipment, but it's all looks to be broken or shattered. And the lighting here is all shot. Obviously, that's why it's so dark.
Zeno, come here.
You can see that nothing of value remains. And as you're looking, kind of peering through, trying to strain to see, you hear. And two zombies start shambling their way towards you.
What?
And we'll see you.
Oh
This
my
is
God.
space. There's no zombies in space.
Oh my gosh.
There's like so many zombies in space.
I want to look at that techno magical lab. Let's kill it.
Let's kill the lab.
Zombies.
I don't know about this, guys. I don't know about zombies.
If this is a void death situation, I'm out.
Oh, fuck, I'm out. I'm out.
You guys can be out. I took a bunch of fortitude buffs as my first shit.
Smartest player amongst us.
Dude,